welcome to another episode of the playultra podcast. This is episode 28, and Jordan is not here today. He is at a Christmas party. A little early for Christmas, but yeah.
Yeah, it's Canadians early on everything.
It's Canadians. Everything's early. Say again?
What a sellout.
Sellout.
Fucking sellout. So
Putting his real life before his online life. What a jerk.
But Jonathan's back.
Hooray!
Hooray!
The American tyrant has returned.
Yes. Oh, so you listened.
It was only fair. I called you a tyrant before, so I
Yes.
deserved it.
Okay, so okay, before we talk about anything else, we have to talk about this. Fucking Psychonauts 2. Whoa. Fucking Google that shit. I'm not fucking kidding you. Psychonauts fucking 2.
Best be kid. Oh, no way.
You know, like playonultra episode 2, but this is Psychonauts episode 2. Fucking hell. It's on fig.com. Is it fig.com?
Yeah, fig.com. .co.
.co. So fig.co is a crowdfunding site started off by the former COO of Double Fine, and they do it a little bit differently. So that's the usual funding stuff, but you can also fund it and be an investor. So there's a minimum fee of like a $500 thing for this game at least, and then you get and then depending on how many copies you sell, there's actually a levels to show you when you'll break even and when you'll make profit and shit like that. So that's the idea of Fig. But basically,
They really
Psychonauts 2 is a thing.
crowdfund Psychonauts 2?
Say again?
Like, they really couldn't get, like, normal money for that. They had to crowdfund it. Like,
I don't know. Maybe they just...
Well, it's because it is
when you say
Double Fine,
normal
isn't
money, what do you mean? Like from a publisher?
yeah, right?
I guess
Well,
they just
well,
want to
let-
keep
well-
it indie, I
everything.
guess.
But let's look at this an actual way. Psychonauts didn't sell incredibly well, just like all of Double Fine's games haven't sold well. They're critically acclaimed, but they didn't do. I don't think it did massively well in terms
Yeah,
of
the
sales.
video-
Now
The
it's
video
done-
actually, the pitch video on fig.co actually gave actual numbers. So
Okay.
the first time Psychonauts went into print for the PlayStation 2, it sold about 460,000 and went out of print. And when they re-released it for the Steam, GOG, all that, it sold about 1.2 million.
So that's not a huge margin.
It's
there.
not huge, but I guess for an indie studio,
Was it
it's pretty big.
Budget. It seems pretty big, but I don't know how much money it took to make.
I mean, you've got
I
to
guess
think.
you have to see the cost versus profit thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
You do have to
plus
see
on
that.
the other side of that, let's look at Double Fine's work recently. Most of it has been 2D. Making a 3D game is on a whole new scale.
So they're
Most
asking
of
for
it?
$3.3 million.
yeah, like most of Double Fine's games have been like Broken Age and stuff like that.
So-
Massive Chalice and Brutal Legend were 3D.
But Brutal Legend had,
publisher?
obviously it had, only because of the involvement of Jack Black and, those types of names that, it's like licensed to print money when he was, popular at that time.
So they're asking for $3.3 million because that was what they got for the Double Fine Adventure Kickstarter.
Are they getting money from somewhere else? Because that seems really low.
I don't know. I'm not sure if they said that
They gotta be. I'm assuming it's probably like, yeah,
Hopefully,
they got some
because
guy.
it seems pretty low. Yeah. For an action
fantastic.
adventure third person game, with the
Never
number
heard
of
of-
levels that I remember that it was.
It was pretty
It's a
big.
long game. Like, I'm gonna finish it in January. It's one of the earliest things I was doing on my channel, and then I was playing it while having an active like fever, and I got really motion sick, and I put it down, and I haven't picked it up since. So like
But,
one of my things in January, I'm gonna finish all the games I didn't finish. this
I
past.
love Double Fine. I love their
Yeah.
games. I love Psychonauts, but I'm not sure
Psychonauts is
if
my
it's
favorite.
gonna be a cause of worry about them managing funds again.
That's a good point, I suppose.
I mean, but when
But it is Psychonauts. They can't
and
afford to fuck this up, right?
and
It's
it's pretty-
41%
and
funded
it's-
with 34 days left.
and it's kind of it's not a new thing anymore, crowdfunding. So it's harder to fuck that shit up nowadays because it's not exactly a brand new thing. People have learned how to
I
do all
get
that
that.
stuff.
I get that, but I'm just looking at Double Fine's track record. That's all.
I mean, yeah, they have got a pretty poor track record, but I don't even. I know it sucks, but I don't even really care. I just want to play Psychonauts 2, man. I hope the one thing they do fix is the control scheme, like the control system, because the control system in Psychonauts 1 was pitiful. It was the only part of the game I had a problem with.
Better, I guess.
It was better than Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, and Foe.
That's not saying anything. I know.
Just to sidetrack, just for 2 minutes, the game that we both won is getting made, right?
Remind me. Oh yes. Indivisible.
Yes.
Got funded. It hit its funding. Yes. Absolutely.
Fucking nice.
They did well to pull out that in the short amount of time they had.
Yeah.
There's a huge spike at the last day or two.
I think it's because there were a load of people going, I'll hold back. Hopefully, I won't have to.
Kind of funny, huh?
Fund.
Yeah.
Those guys making a side-scrolling action RPG with hand-drawn art, asking for $1.5 billion and is fucking a lot. Double Fine is asking $3.3 million for Psychonauts 2. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Double Fine's a little more established, but it's
but
not
nobody's
Web Zero's
saying about the
first
number of
game.
money though.
Yeah.
The number is not being.
Not that I've seen anyway.
The only thing I'll say is that the massive difference between those two. I'm not saying this is correct, but the massive difference between Double Fine asking for that much money and the makers of Schoolgirls asking for that much money is Tim Schafer.
I heard you say Schoolgirls. Okay, never mind.
Tim Schafer. People have faith in Tim Schafer that cannot be broken. So if Tim Schafer is asking for that amount of money,
It can't be broken even by Broken Age.
Yeah. Well, Broken Age Act 1 was okay. Act 2 was a piece of garbage. But it's Tim Schafer's just a god.
It's kind of sad though. We're putting a lot of money into names and not really the track record anymore.
No, I don't think. Well, his track record is glistening. Tim Schafer's, as in managing money in that shit, isn't his job. His is to make the games and make the design and come up with the aspect.
Shar's point is because famous people are on these crowdfunding things, they are no longer what they were originally for, which
Indies.
is
For really real
unknown
small indies.
people can do things they couldn't raise the money for.
I don't think that's fair, though. I don't think it's. I don't think it's fair to say it was only made for indies. I think that was definitely a.
No,
but I don't.
The reason was I can't go to a publisher and get funding, so I need to.
No, I get that, but I don't necessarily see the problem with.
So you're totally fine with
This is a bad
Shenmue
thing.
3 being
It's just what happens
crowdfunded?
now is.
The fact of the matter is, yeah, it's a bit of a douchey thing to do, putting Shenmue 3 on thing, but it's got nothing to do with us. If you want to, donate money to the Kickstarter, then do it. If you don't, then don't. It's as simple as that. There's nothing to get outraged about. There really isn't.
None of us. We're not saying that.
No, but some people out there are. That's what I'm saying. Some
mad.
people out there, they're just mad. The amount of people who got fucking really butthurt because Shenmue 3 was getting kickstarted. I mean, really, is it that big of a deal? If you don't agree with it, then don't donate. It's really simple as that. I mean, there's nothing else to it. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that famous people are going on Kickstarter. Like Zach Braff went on Kickstarter.
I think there is a bit of a problem there. Cause
No, if a famous...
It depends.
If a famous person is doing something that could be supplied by a producer, then fair enough. But take Zach Braff, for example. He went on because he wanted to make an indie project that he had complete control over and wasn't going to get hijacked by a production
for
company.
every success story, I can give you another failure.
No, that's not about it being a success story. It's about having good intentions. It's about I want to keep...
Look at the Mega Man
it's a
guy.
lot more worse example.
Look at the Mega Man guy.
Yeah, there are people that are going to abuse the system and be dicks about it, but...
It's because he doesn't know how to manage the fucking money, and Tim Schafer...
and
Again,
that's
it's got nothing to
why
do with
people are backing big names.
The thing is,
because
I
they're
think
less risky,
I think you're mistaking what I'm saying. I'm not saying Tim Schafer can't make good games. I'm saying he doesn't know how to manage shit.
Because it's not his job to manage the money. It's not about Tim Schafer.
It's his fucking company. He should be responsible for it.
No, that's not true at all. It's down to the marketing side of the company and all that. Yes, he needs to.
Marketing doesn't control your development budget.
Financial. Sorry, the financial side of it.
Okay.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that Tim Schafer, being owning the company, yes, you need to have an active role in looking over your company, but he's not the one who handles the money. He's just not. So yes, he might have to do a better job of keeping those in
I'm not
line.
sure why you're saying he's not the one
So
handling
you're
the
saying
money
he has no
because
experience handling money, so it's a bad thing for
To
him to
me,
run a
it does-
Kickstarter or a crowdfunding project.
a game
But
designer
well, it's
needs to
Double
know
Fine,
how
isn't it?
much money going into each area.
A person running a crowdfunding project needs to know that.
Yeah.
I think it's more about the company doing the crowdfunding project rather than just Tim Schafer.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but
his
he's
name is
running the
obviously
company.
attached to it. Yeah, of course he is. But he obviously well, in fact, I can only assume that he has a working knowledge of how much money is intended to go to which departments and,
Hopefully.
and all that
think
kind
so.
of stuff.
I just doesn't. I know it's gonna be made because Psychonauts 2. He's gonna be really fucking stupid if he fucks this up. It's just that I'm bringing it up because I just feel we're putting in money into names these days and not actual the ideas.
Yeah, this project specifically, I don't really have any trepidation about, but
Yeah.
it is an example of a somewhat trend
Some
that I
sort
view
of
as
a
negative.
bias, I guess.
I think the thing I'm saying is, I get it, that happens, but with this instance, I don't agree. I don't think it's about the name Tim Schafer. I think it's about the talent he has. I don't think it's necessarily saying do it because it's Tim Schafer. It's because we know he can make good games. It's not about the name. It's about his legacy and.
But you
know,
I can't draw
which
that
is his
distinction.
name. His legacy is his name.
Yeah.
It's
No,
the same thing.
but what I mean is, it's different from when. Do you know, like if a random, if Michael Bay, let's just take that, or a bit like M. Night Shyamalan. That's probably a better example. Someone who's known in recent years to make garbage. If people still crowdfunded his projects, then that'd just be for the name. That'd be like, oh, it's M. Night Shyamalan, so let's do it. But with Tim Schafer, we know he can make good games. We know it. It's on paper and it's out there to see. Almost every single one of his games is pure gold. So it's
Every
not
game,
That's a
pure
weird
gold.
almost every game. In
But
terms
M.
of
Night
adventure
Shyamalan
games,
has made good stuff too.
like 3 good movies out of 50.
Right, so, I mean, the problem with that example is, if it gets crowdfunded, I think it's because people think that they want another movie out of it. They're doing it for the skills that M. Night Shyamalan has.
Which in recent years hasn't been incredibly well. I think we can all agree.
But, which is why a crowdfunding project would not succeed. But if it did,
Do
it
we
means
know
enough
that?
people think he has skills. Well, who was the UA Bowl? Was it UA Bowl? He had that
Yeah.
crowdfunding project recently, and he
Yeah,
raged
yeah.
because he didn't
Yeah.
get any funding because
Yeah.
his movies suck.
Yeah.
He's like, fine, if you guys don't want to make
you.
movies, I'm gonna go do like my hooker thing, whatever. He's so dumb.
all I'm trying to say is, I get it. You get into dangerous territory when you apply a name to something like this and people instantly jump to it. But I have such respect for Tim Schafer that I'm almost willing to say that it's almost a sure bet that it's going to be a good game. That's the thing I'm saying.
It would be weirder if there's a Psychonauts 2 without Tim Schafer's involvement.
Yeah. I mean, look at all of the games Tim Schafer's made and what percentage of them are really good games. It's fucking high. The only real bad games he's come out with is Broken Age and maybe a couple of his older ones, but most of them are great.
Tim Schafer, I can't say anything bad about him, but he definitely feels to me overrated.
I couldn't disagree more.
At least,
I know.
At
But
least,
being
I
someone
didn't
who's
play his when I was
played
younger.
adventure games
At
for his
least-
entire life,
at least I know Psychonauts 2 is not gonna be a space-based DF9. At least, I hope not. Most probably
let's
not.
hope. Let's hope.
Is it a bad game?
It's a game that was in early access and then abandoned because fuck you.
Ah.
Because I'm
Because
Team
you give us your
Schafer
money?
and my finger is fat as fuck.
He
and I can
can't do
whatever I
that.
want.
I don't think he can do that. I don't think he'd be able to get away with that. That's the problem with being a big name. If you do that, then you get fucked. Because it's attached to your name forever.
But he's
So I
done
think-
it already, so yeah.
With what?
Space-based DF9. which
Oh,
I
was
just-
that his game?
Yeah, it's his game.
Oh, right. I didn't know that. Oh, there we go. Then.
In
You'd
I didn't
assume
know
that
early
that.
they'd
access
stick
and
with it.
totally just abandoned because fuck you gamers, I'm Team Schafer, suck my cock. Basically. But I am super excited for Psychonauts 2. I just
wanna
randomly
see,
saw
like-
it somewhere.
I don't think I'm gonna back it. I'm definitely gonna buy it at some point, but like, I don't like their prize structure or reward structure.
I haven't seen it.
$33 to get the game, right?
$33 if you were one of the first 33,000.
So it's 39 now.
Yeah, and also it gets you Psychonauts 1 as well, but that's worthless to me.
Everybody has Psychonauts 1.
Pretty much. You can get it for like what, $5 on Steam on a sale. Like that's how I got it probably.
Yeah. So yeah, Psychonauts 2. I think it's a good
You
way
get
to
your
start
name
the
in the
show.
credits as well. Yay!
For $500, I think.
No, for $39 you get your name in the
Yeah.
credit.
Sweet.
I think for a reasonable sum.
So yeah, I think that was a good way to start the episode.
I can't believe I didn't hear about that before this.
No, I
Yeah,
can't believe
I was hoping you guys didn't hear about it.
I thought you were
actually
gonna go with Samurai
cannot
Jack in a
believe-
Oh yeah, I saw that one, Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, the Samurai Jack. No, I actually
Love
can't
that
believe
show.
I didn't hear about that. That is weird
Yeah.
that I didn't hear about that.
I just so happened saw it. I saw it on Reddit. I was like, Psychonauts 2 on Linux. I'm like, what?
See, I don't get.
That
I don't
doesn't
go on
make
Reddit.
sense.
I don't go on Reddit. I hate Reddit. I mean, I love Reddit. Don't hurt me. I mean, all you Redditors out there. I mean, I love it. I love Reddit.
Who is this Reddit guy person you're talking about?
Fucking all of Reddit. Fucking they'll burn your house down and not.
Oh.
Fucking.
Before we go all on our personal what have you been playing shit, the Game Awards just ended.
Oh yeah.
The Jeff Keighley one.
Did
So
not watch them.
every year this Game Awards thing is just a big event for corporate shilling. It's a huge corporate shilling activity, basically. So
Okay.
one of the have you guys seen before previous years?
Nope.
I don't watch award things.
No, I
So
only
I
watch the AMAs and.
I was just
BETs.
I was running Boogie 2988's stream off the award show at work, just listening to it, having some background noise. So basically, do you guys know iJustine, the
Yep.
YouTuber? She's
No.
pretty big. I don't really like her stuff. She's a vlogger person, I guess.
Pretty generic.
Yeah. But she's pretty huge. She was one of the earliest like huge YouTubers. So
Okay.
she's pretty. I think she was on last year and she was also on this year. The Game Awards. She does
It's like a host.
like a
In what way? Shoot.
you know those like sports, like they have like sideline reporters.
Oh,
okay.
So she's
the
not a
interview.
host. Yeah, so she does like interviews backstage
Got
or
it.
something. So she doesn't do video game stuff on the channel, by the way. So I don't know why she's super involved in this. Maybe she has a stake in the company that does this or something. I don't know. But she was part of a section of. She's going around asking developers, "What do you think about Star Wars Battlefront?" "Oh, it's so good, it's so good." Blah, 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 blah. Pretty much.
That's she's in the pocket of Big Battlefront.
It's like EA paid them to say good things about Battlefront.
I don't think they have to this time though, because Battlefront's actually a genuinely fun game. I don't feel why they need to do that for this game.
And do you guys know this band called Benjamin Buttons? Is it? It's
That was
called
a film.
I might have heard of them.
Is it a film? Shit,
It's
Benjamin
definitely the
something.
film.
Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin, yeah.
Oh,
Benjamin Buttons, yeah.
okay.
I don't listen to them. This is my first time hearing about them, anyways. But
They're a Breaking Bad tribute band.
so
Well, they're not.
I was like, I'm gonna listen to them.
They're
No.
like punk rock
So-
kind of.
EA went to the lead singer. Can you please talk about EA Star Wars Battlefront on your social media channels? Then he said, and say good things. And he said, yeah, sure. If it's good, I'll say good things. He played it. He thought it was total rubbish, and he just like broke the disc and took a picture of it on his Instagram and said it's shit.
See, I kind of like the game. It's fun for what it is.
Good for him.
Yeah, I guess it's just disappointing to a lot of old players.
Yeah, I can imagine because it's not nearly as good as the old
It's
Battlefront
dumbed
games.
down, right?
Because one was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, one was great. I was playing that the other day, 4-player, around my friend's house on the old, it was an Xbox One game, right? It was on Xbox One.
Was it Xbox? Was it?
It was on PS.
Yeah, it must have been Xbox One. Yeah,
but it was the first Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah, and like the Xbox 360 had some backwards compatibility, so I played it. I was playing it for like 6 hours. I was like, oh, it's so good. It's not nearly as good as the old one.
There's a few other things that happen in the Game Awards. One thing is, I feel the quality of the people going up on stage talking is very low compared to like a movie award show or even the ESPYs for sports.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're very, I don't know, they're not very good public speakers or something.
They're not.
Was that because they pick like game developers?
Some of them were game developers. Reggie did a very, very good and moving tribute to Satoru Iwata. That was really good.
Because I'd rather have good speakers who are like in the community rather than like, suits.
So this is the thing. I've been watching a podcast with Destiny on it called Unfiltered. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely go and watch it. It's really good. So it's a bunch of esports personalities, and they were talking about this. Because they recently, do you know, dude who owns an NBA team, Mark Cuban?
Oh yeah,
I was just talking.
He
to
was
somebody.
defending esports. Or something.
Yeah. He came on stage at a League of Legends tournament and talked to esports essentially, and it was a big debate topic on the show. Because basically, one person was saying that he doesn't like the fact that all of these corporate guys are coming in and acting like they know everything about esports and they don't. That's the general gist. And they were saying that
I love Mark Cuban. He's
a good
really
guy, but I do get what they were saying. It doesn't seem like he has any vested interest in esports other than the money, which I think is a bit disingenuous. But that aside, they're saying the problem with when esports gets bigger and inevitably, award shows for games gets bigger and stuff like that, all the people that are involved in the startup and all the old interviewers that help build it up from the ground up eventually get pushed out, and they bring in experienced people who know what they're doing
or big names.
Yeah, and
famous faces,
and that's a problem because yes, some of these guys at these award shows aren't very good. I mean, even at the Dota 2 championships, the production was incredible, but the interviewer wasn't that good.
You should get. I think gaming YouTubers should be into consideration.
I think big streamers.
I love the way
both of them
do it at Evo. Like, at least on the side, like at Salty Bet, you can see like a guy will play in the tournament, and then he'll finish his round, and he'll tag the current announcer out, who will then go play his round.
Oh, that's actually pretty
so
cool.
You have actual guys.
Because this is the thing. This has been a big thing for a while. It was a big bit of controversy in StarCraft 2, actually, because two players, TLO and another player from Team Liquid, they casted at one of the big StarCraft 2 tournaments. They were obviously naturals because they knew the game inside and out. Right. So they were awesome casters. But then everyone kicked off a big argument, should pro players be allowed to cast and all this bullshit.
I think so.
I think so. I mean,
I don't think everybody should. Obviously, not every pro player is going to be articulate enough.
I like how normal sports. I like how sports they have one former pro player and one what is it? Color commentator.
Color commentator and a play-by-play.
Yeah.
Is what it. Yeah.
I like it. I like it that way.
I like that. It makes sense because pro players are obviously going to have better knowledge than any non-player out there about what's going on in the game. So they're ideal for a play-by-play.
It's kind of weird though because I feel esports and normal sports, I guess, traditional sports are very different in the sense that pro players really in esports really know their shit, but pro players in other sports they sometimes talk a bunch of rubbish.
It's because it's athletic. I think it's purely because it's athletic. If you're taking
but it's very mental though. Some of the games.
No, it is. I agree.
Very strategic
but esports is only mental. That's it. The way to get good at esports is if you have to know it inside and out. That's all there is to it. You don't. If you're faster than someone else, then maybe with moving mouse and stuff. But I mean, being
or
physically faster. Being physically faster than someone isn't gonna get you by in any esport.
Yeah, I guess.
But
with a good way to put it.
With esports, it's just mental. That's it. That's all there is to it. You have to master that game mentally to be good at it. It's as simple as that.
You're twitching, John. You're twitching.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I agree because you still don't see a lot of esport professionals in their 30s. A good chunk of it.
You do in
because
Asia.
that could just be because it's a newer thing, though.
Yeah, we don't age here, so
Probably. Well, you do in Asia.
Your reflexes stay sharp longer.
I'm 50 years old, by the way. So
And that's the reason you only see pro players at higher than 30 in Asia, because it's only been that big in Asia for that long. So in Asia, you'll see.
when you say
30,
Asia, I think you mean Korea. So
Korea. Oh, and China.
Oh yeah, China is freaking huge now.
Yep. So in China, mostly Korea though. In Korea, you'll find
It definitely
30,
depends
35.
on the game, though. Like, so RTSs, I can definitely
yeah.
see a higher age. For fighting games, definitely a lower age.
I
For MOBAs,
disagree.
they're similar to...
I completely disagree.
Why?
I think because the reaction time for games like RTSs, once you get older, you're done.
But I'm saying it's more important for a fighting game.
Oh no, I'm fighting games, but I mean a MOBA. I think you can be older in a MOBA than you can in an RTS.
That's what I'm saying. I think a MOBA's more like an RTS game than a fighting game. In terms
Okay.
of reflexes
More
required.
twitchy.
Yeah.
Don't you need?
Yes.
And
MOBA's less twitchy than a fighting game.
can you say a fighting game is as twitchy as a FPS?
I think that's
I
hard to.
wouldn't.
I think it's hard to.
Really?
Depends which FPS. CS:GO, no way.
Well, it's hard to compare because, like, in a fighting game, you have a really lot of like reading tells and that kind of thing. In a first-person shooter, you still have that in the sense like I saw movement over here, so he's probably like even map awareness. You combine things between like your inputs
But it's
with
just
your knowledge.
Hmm.
But yeah, fighting
That's
games
a-
just pure
Oh.
Twitch kinda.
So one of the reason why I brought this up was because the presenter of this award called Best Performance. So Best Performance is for voice acting, right?
Is it Her Story?
Yeah, so Her Story won. The actress is called Viva Seifert. Fucking cool name though. It's like
That's really
Cypher
cool. I didn't
from
know
Final
that.
Fantasy VIII. So the nominees were Ashley Birch for Chloe Price in Life is Strange, Camilla
I
Luddington
forgot.
as Lara Croft, Doug Cockle as Gerald Witcher 3, and Mark Hamill as, of course, the Joker.
No, that's difficult. You see,
That's
Life
a
is Strange
tough
had
group.
yeah, Life is Strange had a really good voice
Yeah,
acting team.
Ashley Birch
I
is really
love
good.
Ashley Birch
Yeah.
so much.
So the winner, so the presenter basically said, so the winner of the Best Performance Award goes to Viva Seifert from The Witcher 3.
What?
And
Oh God!
I was like, did I hear that right? And then The Witcher, one of the CD Projekt developers, like, yay, what? It's like, his face was like this for like a whole 2 seconds. Fuck. So that's why I'm saying presenters in Game Awards are kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of something that happened. Have you ever heard of a show called The X Factor? I think you would have.
I've heard of it.
So it's a singing
The UK
show.
one?
Yeah.
The
So there's
spinning
a
chairs, right?
No, that's The Voice.
Oh,
No,
dang it.
that's the voice, yeah.
In
UK
X Factor,
has Simon Cowell, yeah.
there's a presenter on the English one called Ollie Murs. He was a singer over here, and he made a huge mistake other week when they came down to the votes to see who was voted off. He gave away the answer before he was meant to know what the answer was.
He was the host, right? The presenter
Yep.
guy. Okay.
The presenter. He brought her on and went, "We're going to see her go tonight." And then the other presenter was like, "No." He was like, "Oh no, sorry, we've got the showdown. That was my bad."
I
And
think
everyone was like,
It's all scripted.
I think
yeah.
my favorite talent show hosts / presenters are the two comedian guys in Britain Got Talent.
"Oh no, I hate Ant and Dec."
Why?
Oh no, they're just
mean-
so dumb.
Compare that to all the other presenters.
They're all bad, but he's just crap. They're crap. I think they're a bit cheesy for me because they used to have this children's show over here that was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't. I have to apologize because I never watched anything else other than for Britain's Got Talent. So yeah, I like them in that.
They also
No,
do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
What, like a Survivor series kind of thing?
They go to a jungle in the Australian outback, and they just put celebrities in there, and they get voted off each night.
So it's Survivor with celebrities, basically.
Not really survival. They do like trials where they have to
Oh.
eat like they have to eat like donkey penises.
Oh, so it's like Fear Factor with celebrities on an
But
island.
not nearly as bad as Fear Factor. Jesus
Okay.
Christ, that show was edgy as fuck.
So yeah, so the best performance went to Viva Seifert for her role as Geralt in The Witcher 3.
I think that's fair. I mean, everything. The
She
other
was-
candidates
she
were
was-
good.
I'm playing Witcher 3 now, so she's pretty good as Witcher, the Witcher, Geralt, yeah.
Oh, as Geralt. Oh yeah,
so
Geralt,
I didn't
yeah.
know which one actually won. I couldn't.
no,
I didn't know if.
She
I didn't know
wasn't
which
in The
part
Witcher.
Yeah,
was
she
the
was-
mistake.
So Viva won for her story. So her
Yeah.
story won, basically.
Her story
So-
did win.
And
I've seen her in that. I haven't seen the Witcher 3 candidate.
and this is the section where we fuck on a game developer or game corporate company.
Is it
So-
EA?
No, it's
No.
Konami. Today, this
Oh,
episode is
yeah.
Konami. So,
Back to
John, you were
roots.
asking, is there a new
I
fuck Konami thing?
was.
Yes, there is. And it's about the Game Awards.
Oh,
Yes. Nice segue, huh?
what game did they have in the awards?
Try to think. Konami, huge game.
I'm looking at the list right now.
God damn it, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, of course,
Wait,
I'm
it's
just.
not showing up on this list. Why isn't it showing up on this list? Oh, there it is. Because it just says the Phantom Pain with a big V.
Oh.
And it's
So-
mostly freaking boss's face. Got it, of
So,
course.
Metal Gear Solid 5 won Best Score. They won Best Action Adventure Game. And Jeff Keighley basically said the person who went up to take the award was, I'm not sure who, but after taking the award, Jeff Keighley said Konami lawyers banned Kojima from coming to the Game Awards.
Oh.
Bad move, Konami, bad move.
That's
Hideo
so-
Kojima is the guy.
But I
Oh,
really
that's-
like the way Jeff Keighley just sort of says it like that.
Yeah.
Nonchalantly. It was like a slap in the face for Konami. Very, very
Hideo-
silently.
But why though? Hideo Kojima's like my boy. I love Hideo Kojima. He's so good.
And every single time they presented Metal Gear Solid 5, they always said Kojima Productions game. Never a Konami game. So,
Good. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So at least-
Somebody somewhere in that little production was like, he knew what was going on. He's like, I'm gonna put in all these barbs I can.
So yeah, that was the good thing coming out of the Game Awards. But the shitty thing after that is this actress, what's her name? Stephanie Justin. She's the actress that played Quiet, as
Okay.
in mocap and I guess her likeness. I suppose.
Yeah, she looks pretty similar.
Yeah, she sang the Quiet theme,
Okay.
and her resume says model and actress. She's not a singer. And the Quiet theme was a tribute to Kojima and was fucking shit. And it was really, really bad. Ah, shit.
Isn't it just like her humming kind of thing?
I know, it's an actual song with singing, with lyrics.
Oh, with lyrics. Okay.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, dang.
I was like listening to this in the background and this fucking annoying sounds just came on.
I need to have a look at
Really
these
bad.
Game Awards because I need to have a look at the nominations because, as per usual, there's probably a load of games that should have got nominated that didn't.
Actually, I was thinking that this year, just like every other year, is gonna be, oh, EA, or something. Or Bethesda, please fuck me in the ass, this kind of shit. But the winner of the Game of the Year is The Witcher 3.
Oh,
and-
that no,
Developer of the Year is CD
Oh.
Projekt Red.
no, I refuse. No, no,
that-
no.
Why?
I'm done.
Why?
No,
Why?
just no, it's not good enough. No, it's not.
I think Developer
Oh.
of the Year they deserve, though.
No, done. We're done. I'm not going to argue about
They
this.
gave free DLC and they made a bug-free game.
That doesn't make them good developers. That just makes them nice people. That's
What?
like
Releasing a bug-free game means you're a fucking
for
good
a
developer.
crap game. For a crap game. That's my problem with this. For a
The
game
Witcher
that
2 is
doesn't
really good.
deserve,
I'm playing it right
doesn't-
now. It's really
okay,
good.
if you
So-
whether you,
If I was gonna buy a game right now between Witcher 3 or
Fallout
Fallout
4?
4, I'd go with Witcher 3.
are you mental?
I haven't played either. I'm just
What's
saying.
going on
Witcher
here?
3
Why? Why?
seems like the
wh-
better
wh-
game to me.
Oh.
Because Fallout 4 is just better. It's just
It seems blander. I don't know.
that's all The Witcher is bland. A crap voice actor. I can't do it. Whether you like it or not, fair enough. But he doesn't deserve Game of the Year. It really, really doesn't.
It really, really does.
It really
What else
doesn't.
came out this
It's
year?
not good enough.
Yeah, it
It's
came out in the
been
middle of the
nominees.
year. Like June or something, May?
What's this event called?
The Game Awards,
The
2015.
Game Awards. Okay.
Yeah,
the
TGA
Game-
2015.
You honestly think that it's worth the game of the year?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes, honestly.
You're mental. You're mental. I don't get that.
Fucking
I really
honestly.
don't. I played
There we
that
go.
game for 7 hours, I think it was, and I wanted to rip my eyes out.
I'm playing
was-
7 hours already, and I'm really liking it.
I don't think it's worth game of the year. Whether I like it or not is irrelevant. I literally don't think it's good enough to be the game of the year. I
It
really
went
don't.
up against Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Super Mario Maker. I don't
MGS
see,
Super Mario
I
Maker.
don't see
What the
anybody
fuck?
else being as good as Witcher 3.
MGS5 batters it across the board. MGS5
No
is such
way.
a better game than Witcher 3.
MGS5 is not complete.
And
It's not a complete game.
Fallout 4 is better. I'm saying that outright. I've played them both. Fallout 4 is a better game. It's just better. It's made better. I played them both.
You just like
for a fair
Bethesda,
amount of
I
time.
think.
How many times on this show have I said I don't like Bethesda? I don't. I really don't like Bethesda.
Why not? You really like their games.
No, I don't. I hated Skyrim. I didn't like Oblivion. I hate the Elder Scrolls series. Can't stand the Elder Scrolls series.
You said you prefer you said you really like Oblivion.
I said I preferred it to Skyrim. I never said I really liked it. I prefer it to Skyrim. It's a better game than Skyrim, but it's not that good. Well, I didn't
Okay.
like
The one thing I don't understand is if you don't like Skyrim, why did you play over 100 hours of it?
I didn't. I left it open for like 3 days.
Fucking hell.
I do this. If you check my CS:GO, I've got like 1,500 hours. About 300 of them are just me leaving the game open by accident.
So I thought best mobile game should have went to Downwell.
I don't know about mobile games. I have no
So
idea.
actually, Downwell was released on Steam. I played it on Steam, so that's why because it's really good.
Oh,
It's
I
very
like
cheap.
the fan voted thing.
Was there a
Say again?
That's
Was-
something else. I was looking at the fan voted section, but
Oh, no.
it's stupid.
was there
Yeah,
an
all-
adventure games section?
Adventure.
There's action adventure.
There's
There's-
action adventure. There's
there's
role
Such as Metal Gear
playing.
Solid.
There's fighting game. Family game went to Super Mario Maker.
Fighting
Of
game?
course.
Oh, there's Mortal Kombat.
Multiplayer went to Splatoon. Most anticipated
jump.
game went to a game that I did not think people would still be anticipating for it. No Man's Sky.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh,
I'm looking
there's
forward
no
to
adventure
Cuphead.
game.
I want my Cuphead.
Why wasn't there an adventure game section? That's weird.
Yeah, adventure game is making a huge.
Huge comeback.
Yeah.
And
You know, I'm
Dreamfall Chapters.
disappointed.
If that didn't win, I would kill someone.
Well, at least I don't know. At least
I was-
her story is sort of like an adventure game, I guess.
I was looking. Steam right now has a sale. Like all the games.
Yeah.
It's like, so I thought all the games in that sale were the games that had won, but apparently it's just nominees. I was like, oh, Axiom Verge won something. No.
I'm very surprised that best indie game didn't go to Undertale with all the hype. I'm very
Right.
surprised. Yeah,
it didn't.
I'm very surprised. Yeah.
That's in many people's Game of the Year charts, so that's surprising.
Yeah. Rocket League won indie game though.
Rocket League won indie game and best
I'd-
sports racing game.
I don't know whether I agree with the best indie game. I think it's a fun
Indie
game.
game's also just a super freaking broad topic.
Yes.
No, but you know, if
basically
it's
they're
an
saying-
independent company, then
Basically, they're saying anybody that doesn't have a publisher, here's your one award. Here's your one award. Everybody else is gonna
But
get.
that's pretty much what I know. I agree. Yeah, one award's
Games
crappy,
for
but that's
impact.
what indie games are, aren't they? It's an independent developer, so
Yeah.
it makes sense that they have their own section. I mean,
Yeah, but
maybe not
I
one
would,
section.
I would prefer if they were in the other sections. Like,
Yes,
well,
I
it's just
I
weird.
agree.
Like comparing Rocket League to Axiom
Undertale.
Verge or Her Story is just really weird
Yeah,
because they're super. I mean, I
Like,
guess it's the same. It's the same kind of problem you have with Game of the Year. It's just weird because this Game of the Year, they're all action adventure games except for Mario Maker.
like I don't understand this, but best score, best soundtrack always go to big orchestral, instrumental, epic
Yeah.
soundtracks like Halo and whatever shit.
they
But
do
I
sound
feel
good.
this
Also-
year the best soundtrack is Undertale. It's not even
Also,
close.
isn't Metal Gear Solid 5's soundtrack just all of the best songs from the past Metal Gear Solid games? Is there
Pretty
any like
much,
really
yeah.
new stuff?
I'm not sure. Never played it
Is
yet.
there- or better question, is there anything new that is the reason it won?
No idea.
Well,
Maybe
don't
the
know, we don't
shitty
know.
singing from the Quiet Team.
Best
But
shooter is
actually,
Splatoon, which is
I think
hilarious.
Dreamfall Chapter should be up there on best score. I loved score for.
And this is why I don't take all this shit seriously, because Game Awards are pretty shit.
Yeah.
Just like every other award show, I guess.
I actually liked
I
Telltale
like the
Borderlands
BET
score.
Awards. The
I
BET
like-
Awards good.
I like dissecting it and calling this award shows shit. It gives us
So-
material, at least.
Superior, it'll boost of
Yeah.
virtuous righteousness.
Yeah.
Actually, this reminds me. Last week, Nathan went on a small rant about Mario Maker because it's lazy, that kind of thing, and so here it's winning things like best family game, and I'm totally on Nathan's side here. Like, it's not a game. So where Nathan gets mad, though, or I interpreted it, was because he saw it as Nintendo being lazy and not wanting to make a game anymore. But I kind of interpreted it as Nintendo making their RPG Maker. Like, if they're selling a tool. But the fact that people are seeing it as a game, that really bothers me. It's not a game,
I was
it's a tool.
obviously using it for comedic effect. I don't actually think that Nintendo are being lazy. I think it is lazy to make another Mario game. I think that's incredibly lazy to make another fucking Mario game.
But the thing is,
On the other hand, it could be harder to do something new with old content. So
I know we always blame the developers for making the same content year in and year out, but you have to blame the gamers.
No, wait.
supporting it.
Year in and year out is one thing. For the past 20, 25 years, that's not okay.
It is okay if gamers are buying it.
I mean, it's a different game. Just because it's a
get
Mario
it,
game
but-
doesn't mean it's the
No,
same
the thing
old
is,
thing. They're pretty
we're
good at
always
doing
saying, why developers don't innovate? Fuck you. When they innovate, we don't buy the shit that they make.
I completely
So
agree.
you can't blame them for needing to survive and making.
I can. It's the other fuckwits that buy the games that
Can't
can't
justify
complain.
it. Well,
Like,
you should be complaining about the fuckwits.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do
not
as
the
well.
developer.
They're both to blame. I think that. Oh yes, make another Mario game if people are buying it. But I don't think it's too far fetched to ask for another IP. I really don't. I don't think that's too much to ask for them to come out with a new IP.
So
They
there's
made
a false.
Splatoon, I guess.
By making
Oh.
another Mario IP, it's not the same thing as saying they chose not to make a new IP. It's like saying they included character X in Smash Brothers. That's why it took up a slot. And so
No,
they
it's not
couldn't have
include,
character
but it's
B.
not. But it's not including the character. It's just another Mario game. It's not about it had Mario in it. No, it's just another Mario game. There's no. When was the last time and Splatoon? Okay, but that's the one new IP in the past 15 years from Nintendo ish. That's crap.
That seems not true, but I don't know. I don't play Nintendo games.
I can't think of another IP that they've.
I can't think of another, actually.
Since
Actually, I don't really expect Nintendo making new IPs. Sincerely.
I do.
I don't expect.
They're a developer. They meant to innovate. They meant to.
No. I'm not saying.
That's not.
I'm not saying I don't want them to do it. I'm saying I don't see them doing it.
Oh, you don't expect them to do it? Yeah. Well, at this point, neither do I. I mean, I don't.
I honestly don't care about new IP as long as the content's new. I really don't care what the skins are.
Mario Maker's a bit different, okay? But
not
most
talking
Mario games. But no, but I mean, I just like, because it's the biggest IP. Mario Maker's a bit different, I'll give them that. Yeah, it's cool to be able to, for some people, if they want to do that.
Well, I
maybe
also don't think Mario Maker's a game. I don't think it really even counts. That's
I
the
agree,
thing.
but, if people want to interpret it that way, they can.
Sure.
It's nice to bring out a new whatever, so people can make their own levels and call whatever. But, like, all the other Mario games in recent years are all the same. It's just the same old Mario.
I don't think that's true.
You name me another Mario that's broken the curve, come out with something new.
Like Sunshine?
Galaxy?
Galaxy was
Galaxy?
the last game to do something new.
Well, I see Galaxy doesn't count because Galaxy was kind of based on Sunshine, I thought.
Yeah,
There were certain
Sunshine,
still
games
have
Galaxy,
in
and Galaxy
Sunshine
2
which
was...
inspired Galaxy.
it still had innovative gameplay mechanics and stuff.
If you
Sure.
compare them to the side-scrolling ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
There's a
then
bigger jump.
they brought back the side-scrolling stuff. Like after Galaxy, I don't think there's been another Mario game that isn't side-scrolling.
There
How many
is
have there
there
been?
is two.
There's been a few.
There is two
I thought Galaxy was like
top-down
last couple
looking.
years.
It's not side-scrolling, but they're top-down. Super Mario 3D Land and Super Mario World for the Wii U. 3D Land is for the 3DS. So that's
How many Mario RPGs are there?
there's a new one coming out.
Do you count Mario Galaxy?
Say again.
By the way, Mario
I mean, like the
Galaxy.
turn-based kind of stuff.
Super Mario Galaxy was in 2007, so it was
Okay.
nearly
mean
as
Galaxy
nearly-
2?
Second one?
You mean
No,
Galaxy
the
2?
second one isn't. It's the same. No, I don't care about Galaxy 2.
Second
It's
one.
the same
When did the second one come out? Okay.
Okay, hold on. The second one came out in.
I just seen why I was confused with it.
2010, so that's still nearly 6 years ago. That's a long time, you know.
I would rather
And-
have a 3D Mario anyways,
Oh,
actually,
something-
than a
yeah.
side-scrolling
I don't
one.
like. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the 2D Marios.
So that's why I quite enjoy Super Mario 3D Land. It was a top-down 3D Mario.
I don't mind if I just want a new IP. I don't think that's too much to ask for. If you disagree, then fair enough.
So
but
you
I just-
wouldn't mind if the game was basically Mario, but with a new IP in it.
No, I mean a new idea. Like Splatoon was a new idea,
Sure.
so it was a breath of fresh air. You know, Splatoon. It might not have been the best game in the world, but at least it shows that they were trying at some point. You know, to make a new game that, you know, might appeal to new people. But I think they're just living in the past, which upsets me a bit because I think that the company of Nintendo has a lot to offer that they're just not doing. That kind of annoys me because Mario's so old now. I just want something new. Even Zelda's become kind of quaint.
There's
Do you
this
think Nintendo-
there's this award called Best Fan Creation for mods and shit. The winner is Portal Stories Mel. So it's a mod for Portal.
I saw that. I
2,
downloaded it.
which puts in a narrative or something.
Yeah, new narrative. It's like a
Have
new
you played it
story.
yet?
No, I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
I've seen some of it.
is it for Portal 2 or Portal 1?
Portal 2.
I thought it was like a stand. I thought it was like it's new stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know, kind of like the Paint Gun Test Initiative.
Oh, and I think the most useless award, and that's saying something, is the most useless award is Trending Gamer. What the
Who
fuck
won
is
it?
that supposed to mean?
I don't
Who
know.
won it?
Greg Miller.
Who's Greg Miller?
He's the guy. He's a guy. He's a dude.
He's just a dude. Fuck him.
He's
Let's
actually
go
pretty
publish.
big right now, Greg Miller.
Seriously, who is this Greg Miller guy?
He used to work at one of the publications or something.
Oh, he does
IGN?
Game Scoop. He does Game Scoop on IGN.
And right now he's fucking huge as a solo guy. He's no longer
Yeah.
with IGN.
Who else was in the category? If you don't mind asking.
PewDiePie, Markiplier.
Markiplier, I think, is a good YouTuber. I think he probably should have got
Last year, Total Biscuit
I
won
subbed
it.
him
This
for a
year, he was
while.
nominated again.
it. Markiplier's
And,
pretty good. I don't know why
and
Markiplier.
I think you know this guy, Nathan. Christopher Monte Cristo Michaels.
Oh, Monte Cristo. Yeah, Monte Cristo.
He's a caster, is he?
He's
for
a
LOL?
League of Legends caster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he did the Korean quick casting.
So yeah, Trending Gamer is very, very. I don't know what the fuck this award is supposed to be about. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is the
There's
Game
actually a lot
Awards
of games published by
2015.
Nintendo that I didn't even heard of this year.
Like what?
You are.
So in 2015, for the
Yoshi Woolly World.
3DS, we had Stretchmo, Box Boy,
Oh, I have
Footnote
Box Boy.
Studio,
Pretty good.
a couple Pokemon games,
Mm-hmm.
a Dr. Mario game, Nintendo, something else, I don't know. I don't know what it means if this, but they published it. I'm not sure how much they did. For like the DS, there was...
They have like other developers under them, like Hell Laboratories. Hell Laboratories made
Yeah.
Box Boy.
It was Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
Guys, I've got Twinkies. Are you jealous?
No.
No,
I love Twinkies.
I don't want to get a heart attack. I'm too fat. Cause we Asians love to eat rice. That's why.
Ooh, I love rice.
Yeah.
Making fried
Full
rice.
of carbs.
It's fucking fried rice. Yeah. Fried rice. So yeah, game of the year, fried rice and The Witcher 3, Wall Hunt.
No, I disagree.
There's another Konami thing. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. So this is another award that Metal Gear Solid 5 won in the PlayStation Award ceremony. The person that went up. Oh, I totally forgot. The person who took the award for Metal Gear Solid 5 in the Game Awards was the voice of Snake. What's his name? Kiefer Sutherland, Mr. 24.
Oh.
Yeah. And the person who took the
Cool.
award at the PlayStation Award ceremony for Metal Gear Solid 5 for Best Game of the Year or some shit is the PR director. Why? Why the PR director? Isn't PR like their worst department this year?
Or the worst comment ever. Fucking hell.
No.
Jesus.
And she's like standing there knowing that everybody hates Silverstone. Oh man.
I look at her
Peter.
face like,
Maybe
Yeah.
it's always curious. Have you seen like, do they know, or are their heads just so far up their own butts they
Yeah.
think that they're
Yeah, I
great?
really want to know that.
Little bubble worlds.
I
Yeah.
just I can't even muster up the energy to get mad at this stuff though, because it's an award ceremony. I mean, it's what awards ceremonies have always been. Give it to the people that don't deserve it because they're popular. You know, fuck innovation. Let's just give it to the guy with the most
Biggest
like
dick.
backstory.
The mass
Yeah.
appeal.
I'm
Yeah, I
talking
don't
to
know.
Witcher
I can't
3.
think of a better- I can't think of it. I think Fallout 4 is more popular than Witcher
Yeah,
3.
Fallout 4 is way bigger than Witcher 3.
I'm
I
just-
don't know.
I'm-
What you talking about?
I don't know, I'm just really angry that Witcher 3 won Game of the Year. I'm
Basically,
really,
there's
really
more
angry about
people coming on boxes of Fallout 4 than Witcher 3.
From the nominees, I would have voted for Bloodborne. But again, I hadn't played any of the nominees, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
So yeah, how were your weeks? Now we get to the personal stuff.
So, I did actually a series on my channel, which I hadn't done. I did Axiom Verge, but I think after doing 2 series, I'm going to take a break. Anyway, this series was a game called Discourse. DYS.
I wanted to buy that one.
It is good. It does.
is good. Okay, good to know.
It's my favorite style of the sort of game it is. So, it's a very decision-heavy game. Obviously, my big complaint with games like Telltale games is your decisions, for the most part, don't matter. Like, if you're drawing a branch of your decision tree, it doesn't get very wide. This
It's
game,
a diamond-shaped storyline.
each choice goes pew, pew, everywhere differently. And that means the game's only an hour and a half for, like, a single run. But
Okay.
you replay it, like, a buttload of times because it's drastically different each time. And once you beat it the first time, you can rewind it on a day-by-day basis. So you can go back and just kind of explore it that way, which is cool.
Can I
and
stop you
then-
for a minute?
Yeah.
When I hear about this kind of games where the developers intentionally put into the game a sort of replay value kind of thing, where
Yeah.
you have to replay to see a lot of things.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't actually mean that it has replay value. It depends. So I would like to know if
Well,
Discourse
because
has good
decisions.
replay value.
I would say yes. So, like,
Okay.
in a game like Consortium, which does the exact same thing, but you have to replay the game to get the full story, that's kind of like not replay, technically. This is replay because each branch is just completely different from the other branches. There's no, like, oh, I played this branch, now I understand the past thing. No, it's just, there's no relation between the branches. It's just, you chose this happened. It's just different, isolated branch kind of thing. So I'd say good replay value.
It's always difficult when a developer tries to force in replay value. That's dangerous territory. If it came out well done, good for them. But you've got to nail that shit. Because if it doesn't have replay value, it's just fucking fails, doesn't it? Like,
That was one of the problem with Vermintide, yeah.
yeah.
So then that was most of my week. Well, so on my channel, that was basically this entire week. Off channel, I played a bit of Hammerwatch, which I'd played before, but it's a fun like Gauntlet clone. I played most of my time was spent playing Convoy, which is an FTL-esque game, but it's
how
not
is
as hard
that?
as FTL, which I like.
Okay.
It's very good. It has a couple. So the idea is you crash on a planet and you're escorting this ship around trying to get parts to fix your ship, and so you're driving through the desert and you'll see like a radio beacon, so you can drive over to it and it'll be like a helpful thing or a bad thing. It's a lot like driving to the planets in FTL was. The way combat works is you have between 0 and 4 vehicles around side your convoy vehicle doesn't move. It just stays in the middle of like a board. So the board's static, but it's like you're driving through the desert, and you can hit space to pause it at any time and issue commands to your vehicle. So it's like that pseudo turn-based thing that FTL
Okay.
had. You can get
Okay.
different equipment for your vehicles and that kind of thing, and there's random
Multiple
encounters.
crew
and,
in
so you don't
members?
really get crew, but you get like different loadouts, and different vehicles
Oh.
have different slots, like between utility or offensive. And then based off of random encounters, you can unlock different kinds of vehicles to start with, and that kind of thing.
Nice. Can you
what
customize
I've been-
the vehicle's look or something?
No,
Or it's like
no. I mean,
predetermined?
and so the vehicle, like a vehicle, has a look, but it will have different features that change based off of the weapons and stuff you put on it. Like if you put a shield on it, that'll be a physical distinctive thing. Although late game, it gets really hard to tell which vehicles are yours sometimes. Like I've lost vehicles because I couldn't tell which one was mine. So I've shot my own vehicles before.
You can do that.
Yeah, you can do friendly fire.
Or you can have
And,
multiple vehicles. It's not just one, not an FTL, one
have-
spaceship.
You have one big defenseless like oil rig vehicle, and you've got 4 fighting vehicles to defend it.
Ah, that's interesting.
Although, I mean, so the oil rig vehicle isn't necessarily defenseless because you can unlock things for it, like plasma cannons and drones and rail guns, shields, that kind. But it's different. It's a different kind of thing. You can't move it around. You can't like dodge with it.
Oh,
like
it's
you can with
top-down.
other ships. Yes. Yeah, it's very good. I really like it. It might be getting a little old.
Oh, you
I mean, I
played
beat it on
15
easy.
hours of it. Jeez.
Yeah, I've played a lot. I've played it for a long time. I leave it running for a bit, but most of that is actual play time. I was playing that while watching Jessica Jones this week.
How is that?
Which was,
I
I
hear a
didn't
lot of good
finish
things
it, but
about it.
I
but
liked
mixed
it. It's not what I... So, like, if you go into it expecting a superhero show in the same way, like Daredevil, you're not going to get that. It's
Like
definitely a
Gotham.
lot more of like a character study, personal drama type thing.
Like
But the
Gotham.
acting is some of the best. I haven't seen Gotham, but yes, I
Gotham's
think
like
it's
Batman without Batman.
I hear the villain is really good.
David Tennant. He does a very good job acting it, and he's easily the best written villain I've ever seen. Like, you totally like empathize with him at certain points. You're like, oh, I can see where he's coming from. Like, he had a hard life, you know. He's
not too bad.
It's just cool. Yeah, and then whenever Luke Cage shows up, it's like, oh yeah, Luke Cage, get ready for a sex scene. Pretty much. It's just a big Luke Cage. He's awesome. Luke, of the characters in the show, Luke Cage is the only one I'm familiar with from the actual comic books. I've heard of Purple Man. I guess it's a spoiler. You're not supposed to know he's the bad guy, but I don't know. It might not mean anything to you.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
I
hear a lot of
recommend
good
it.
things about it.
It is worth seeing. I think it's one of those things that you should watch just so you can compare things in the future to it later on. And then right before today, I recorded a game called, I think Nathan will like when it comes out. It's on Kickstarter, called Dexter Star. What was it called? Dang it. Dexter Stardust, I think it was. It's a point-and-click adventure set in space, and it has the same style of comedy as like Leisure Suit Larry. Not quite as adult.
Oh yeah.
But there's like a line in this. So the demo, you can play the demo right now, and so there's a line in it where it's like, "What? Two battery puzzles in the same demo? What kind of cheap shit is this?" Like, because
Like,
two different to find the
it's like
battery
when
and
we
put
were
it in.
playing Monkey Island 3 and he dies and he goes,
Exactly.
I thought you couldn't die in LucasArts
Those
games.
fourth wall breaking jokes, so good. It
And
does a
then the
weird
credits
thing.
roll. I'm
It does a
still
weird
alive.
thing where some of it's like when you're clicking around on items, everything's hand-drawn art, but like when you click on a person to talk to them and it zooms in to talk to them, it's pictures of people in costumes, which I actually really like. I find it very charming.
Interesting.
So yeah, that was pretty much my week. I played a demo for a game called Spiderling, which was a platformy game. It's episode 1, so apparently there'll be more, but it had a really cool physics system where you shoot it like a web, and it's like an elastic thing.
Okay,
It's not just like a swing thing.
I want to ask something about Monkey Island. So
Okay.
there on Steam there is 4 Monkey Islands. Monkey
Really?
Island Special Edition bundle, which I own. The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition, Monkey Island 2 Special Edition, and Tales of Monkey Island Complete Pack.
Right.
So,
So, let
what the
me
fuck
go
is what?
down them. So you've got Monkey Island 2 Special Edition
Yeah.
is Monkey Island 2, but they've revamped the graphics.
Okay. From LucasArts,
Secret-
right? That's the
Yep,
game from
from
LucasArts. Okay.
Yep. The Secret of Monkey Island is Monkey Island 1,
Okay.
repackaged and
So is Tales the one, the Telltale one?
that's the Telltale one. The bundle is just Monkey Island 1 and 2, I believe.
So the Telltale one is the one that's not very good, right? Or is
It's
it?
okay. It sucks a bit too much of a being made by a fan than being made by LucasArts. Like, they make references to stuff that Guybrush did in past games.
So does it
too
feel like a Telltale
Monkey-
game?
It feels
More
like
than a
it doesn't feel like a Monkey Island game at all.
Okay.
I mean, the humor's still there. You know, everything that I liked about Monkey Island was there, but it just feels too fanny. If that makes that was a bad way of putting it, but it
I
feels
thought it
like
was another bad. I remember another bad Double Fine game though, The Cave.
Oh,
that game.
yeah, that was
cave
fucking horrible.
Bad. That was bad. Yeah, okay.
But that was
too
Ron
bad.
Gilbert, right?
I don't know.
That was the
Which is
creative.
even more weird because Ron Gilbert was Monkey Island, I believe,
Yeah, I believe he was the creative director for The Cave.
and the Monkey Island.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically Monkey Island. The one me and Fo played this week is Monkey Island 3. That is not on Steam. That's on
GOG.
Scum VM. No, Scum VM.
Scum
You can only play on. And Monkey Island 4 is the 3D Monkey Island. It's okay. It's not. It's good. It's good in terms of a normal game. Do you know if Monkey Island didn't exist, it would be a really good game. It's really funny and stuff like that. But for a Monkey Island game, it's a bit too fanny again. I'm going to keep saying it. Fanny. It's like being made.
That's a swear word over there, isn't it?
Over there, not
Yeah,
not
it
in
means
the
means
not
vagina.
here.
US, I think. Yeah.
It means bum over there, right? Arse. Like your
Yeah,
arse.
it generally
That's
means
your fanny.
slap you on the fanny.
That's why,
Spank your kid.
like fanny packs. You have fanny packs, don't you?
Yes, we do.
We call them bum bags because the fanny is the vagina over here. So it doesn't
Right.
make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to say that's a fanny pack. But yeah, so this week, me and Fo played Monkey Island 3 and we've finished it.
So we'll start
So-
editing that. Should be going up next week.
And I'm putting up the latest episode of Minecraft tonight, and then we're doing Minecraft episode 3 next time, I believe.
Record that, yeah.
But my biggest news is, for me, I played the next episode of Dreamfall Chapters, which anyone who doesn't own it out there, you need to hit yourself because you need to own this game. It's a necessity. It is that good.
And it's 60% off right now.
But you'd
Yeah.
have to play the precursors, right?
No, you don't.
No? Oh.
On the main menu, there's a button labeled Story Recap, and they do like
Oh, right,
a
you
5-minute video.
Talked about this.
Yeah, they do like
before, right.
I would
it
so buy a bundle if there is one.
I think there is a bundle actually.
There's a bundle for the first two. It doesn't include
Oh,
chapters.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, bundle for the first two, and then that's only £20 or whatever it is for yours,
Equivalent,
or
yeah.
all for 3 of the best games in history. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Which did I play?
I mean,
Which is the one I...
which you played Dreamfall Longest Journey, the second one.
I did, yes. Longest Journey for 5 hours.
Yeah, the one that we played was The Longest Journey for a bit, and then but Dreamfall Chapters was everything that The Longest Journey was, but with better graphics and better voice acting, which is, whatever. This, like I said, this episode literally made me cry. I cried in this latest episode. It really did, because it's just so sad. But
Fo, are you still there? Okay.
yeah, he's just
You're still there.
free.
All right.
I am. What happened?
No, but
It just
you
you
froze.
yeah, you froze there.
It's because I'm on
Yeah.
Wi-Fi at my parents' house, not plugged in directly.
Mm.
But no,
So yeah, how was
Dreamfall
your week,
Chapters was
Nathan?
it was great, yeah.
Other than Dreamfall chapters and
I've
CS:GO.
I've been setting up some new stuff on my channel. I've put a couple of bots up on the channel for like moderating and stuff like that. And I've got a new coin system on my Twitch, which is basically
What, donating bitcoins?
no. When you watch, you get coins. So for like every minute, you get like 3 coins. And when you get to 250 coins, let's say, I will get you can cash them in for a CS:GO skin or something.
Oh,
And or you can cash in 500 for a game with me. You can play a few games with me, not on competitive because I'm not entirely stupid. But yeah, so I've set that up, and I'll be setting up. I'm also joining this thing. So for all new streamers out there, there's this cool thing. Let me just get it up. This cool thing. It's called GameWisp. GameWisp.com. Essentially what it is, it's to help like smaller Twitch stars get money until they get partnered. So you can set up your own subscriptions for your own price,
oh.
and
But the subscription is going through GameWisp, right?
yes, yeah,
Is that not going against any TOS?
no Twitch have partnered with them. They've
Oh.
actually outsourced it. So
Oh, nice.
it's basically because Twitch could have a set. They have rules in place. You need this many viewers to get partnered, and that's it. But with this, it allows smaller streamers to get some subscriptions and some money in, which is really, really good. Because what Twitch do is for every subscription they take half of the money, so it costs $5. They take $2.50. With this, they only take a dollar off you, no matter how much you put it on. They only take $1, and they also have different. You can set up different tiers. So tier 1, standard subscription. Tier 2, you get different logos or different emoticons in chat, and depending on which tier. So it's really, if you're struggling to keep with streaming because of money's sake, this is probably a really good way to go about it. You can earn yourself a bit of cash while you're in between that time before you get partnered, which is really, really cool.
So what else did you play?
I think that might be it. Yeah, Dreamfall Chapters was the big one. The big
How
one.
long does a chapter take you to play through?
It's actually really good. So the first 2 chapters took me 9 hours.
Oh wow,
Okay, yeah.
that's a long
And
time.
so all 4 together have taken. Well, I'm on a different account. I think I've been playing it for about 15 hours.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
it's,
long.
Yeah, and it's full. And this is listening to all the dialogue and stuff. This is playing the game properly. Because there aren't really any puzzles in it. There are a couple of. You
So
have
is
to
it
find.
closer to a Telltale game than
It's
a?
much closer to a Telltale game. But there's one thing in it that I really like they've done. So a problem that Telltale games and all this stuff have is the conversation system. Maybe not Telltale. So like I was talking to Fo about this. The BioWare system and the Bethesda system, where it has like a word, like sarcasm.
Yeah.
And you don't really know what your character's going to say. So what Dreamfall Chapters does is it almost pauses the game when you have a decision to make, like a dialogue decision, not a big decision. And if you hover over each of the options, it will give you like a short preview of what you're going to say or in what style you're going to say it.
Is there a timer?
No.
No.
So you can just go over all the options. If it's a big decision, then yes, there is a timer. And something I like is in the bottom there's like a logo. And if you click the logo, it shows you what percentage of people picked each.
Oh,
very
nice.
cool.
I like that.
In real time.
Telltale does that like at the end of each chapter.
Very interesting.
Well, it does it at the end as well in Dreamfall Chapters, but it also does it.
I like
when,
that. I like knowing what people chose.
Yeah,
It's very.
so do
I like it a lot. Oh, that reminds me. This online interaction. I played a game this week called. I think it's called Cursors. You can play it at cursors.io. Basically, it just drops your mouse into a maze, and it's an MMO. So the maze has a bunch of other mice of other people who are playing, and you have to work together to get to the next level.
Oh
And
shit! Sounds hard.
But certain people have to stay behind to let other people through. So eventually I got to a level where it was just me and one other guy, and we needed like 4 more people to solve the puzzle, and people just stopped showing up. There were only like 60 people online, so we ended up just you can hold down shift and use your mouse to like write words. So we were laboriously like talking back and forth, and eventually I actually got to subscribe to my channel.
Nice.
It's just a really cool experience, like immersive.
I like games that
emergent.
they just do very different things. It doesn't have to be a very long experience either. Like I had a very cool experience playing Journey on the PlayStation 3.
Exactly.
So Journey, where because it's sort of a multiplayer game, you need 2 people for each level, and each level they would just swap out the players, and you don't know who they are. You just don't know. You the only way to communicate is like
you can write in the sand, kinda.
you can't write anything. You can glow, I think, or something.
Oh.
I can't remember, but it was a really surreal experience. It's very, very cool.
I like games that don't even feel like it doesn't even look like they have to try. Like, do you know the games that just do it so well, where you can just interact flawlessly, and it almost seems like they didn't even have to try. It's when you try too much that you put in some bullshit system that doesn't end up working, and it's nice to just have the organic.
I've never done it. I don't ever intend to do it, but I'm kind of curious what it would be like to play Portal 2 without Skype at the same time. Because there's
I've done it.
in-game
Because
things
there's like
in place.
I've done it.
You can
It's hard.
point.
It's hard.
It seems impossible.
Yeah.
It is hard. unless you're
They'll
with
be
someone who's
blinking
already.
everywhere. Doo, 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 doo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the time stuff, just in order operations, would be really annoying.
Yeah, you need to do this first, then that.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. But yeah, I think that's all this week. So, is there anything else about? No, that's the big one I like. The fact that you can, see the percentages in game, and I was telling this to Fo. Anyone who played Dreamfall and didn't like the combat and stealth, they've taken it out. There's no combat and stealth in this game. It's just pure storytelling, and they do it so well.
I really want to get it now.
Yeah,
Get
that sounds really interesting.
Fucking get it.
If it's
now.
on sale for the winter sale, I'll pick it up.
It's 60% off at the minute. I think that's as high as it's probably going to go.
Where does that put it at?
Oh no, that was today's deal, so I don't think it's on sale anymore.
No!
And hold on, it ends Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, you've still got time.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Reboot my Steam.
Yeah, it's $12 right now.
That's pretty good. Hard to beat $12.
I can't. Do you know when you have a game that you play and you want to say how good it is, but
You don't
it
know
doesn't
how?
seem. Yeah, you
don't
doesn't
have
seem
the
like.
words?
Chamber.
Like anti-chamber. It doesn't seem like you have the words to do it. I am saying this right now with no hyperbole. In my opinion, Dreamfall Chapters and the Longest Journey Saga as a whole is the best told story in gaming. That's my honest opinion. And I've played a lot of adventure games and a lot of story-driven games. In my opinion, it is the best told story in gaming history. People might like to disagree or agree, but that's my opinion. I think it's that good. Oh, God. I've been watching a couple of people play it. A big shout out to another channel because they're really, really good. It's called Geek Remix. They're so good and they don't get a lot of viewers. Like, it's two girls and they play through like Life is Strange and all these other games, and they're just really fucking funny. So Geek Remix, they're really, 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 really good. But yeah, that's it.
They're on Game Wisp.
The mystery.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
What
go.
is that? Remind me what that is. You told me about that. I forgot already.
That subscriber
Okay,
Twitch
the
thing.
subscriber thing I was talking about 2 seconds ago. You know when you can get subscribers for? I said it 5 minutes ago, Phil.
They partnered with Twitch, so for small channels can make money or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're not
Wait,
partnered, you can make.
No, it's because my internet's so bad. You guys are robots half the time for me right now.
Basically, you can set up your own subscription payments, so your own prices and stuff, and people can
So
subscribe to
the
your
coin
game.
thing you were talking about.
No, it's a different thing.
Oh.
So
Okay.
people can
So it's
subscribe to
sort
your
of like
game.
Patreon almost.
Yeah, kind of.
Hmm.
But for streamers. So you set up, if you want to set the subscription for tier 1 for $2, then people can subscribe to you for $2.
But it's
What do you wanna
not.
say?
It's not unlocking any content or anything, right? It's just a way to support.
Yes, but you can give them extra benefits, like,
Benefits.
Like what a lot of streamers do is if you subscribe, then you get extra emoticons in chat and stuff like that. Small things, but it's nice to be a part of it.
Oh, so it actually works with the Twitch API or something?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
yeah, they outsourced it, so it's all through.
That's cool.
In thing, and it also works with something called Twitch alerts. Do you know when you subscribe to someone and it comes
Yeah,
up with a
and
message?
then the pop up, yeah.
Yeah, so it works directly with that as well. Works
Nice.
with everything. It's actually really good what they've done.
Okay, so
Sorry, one last thing.
Okay,
I
go,
forgot,
go.
Because you interrupted me when I was talking about discourse. I forgot to mention there's free DLC that comes with the game where you play basically the same game, but instead of the cast of NPCs it replaces them with indie developers. So the crew of the DLC is Tim Schafer from Psychonauts, Edmund McMillan from Super Meat Boy, Phil Tibitowski from Octodad, Alexander Bruce from Antichamber, Ron Carmel from World of Goo, Robin Hunicke from Journey, Ikiro Lambe from Adam Saltman from Cannibalt, Will Stallwood from Auditorium, and Raimi Ismail from Ridiculous Fishing. So that's just really cool.
Ridiculous Fishing is pretty good, actually.
They get to kill each other, choose who lives, who dies, kind of stuff.
Antichamber, that's the game. Antichamber.
That's one of my favorite games of all time. It's like my top 5 favorite of all time.
So fucking good, man. It's really, really good.
What I dreamed like video games could be.
Yeah.
It's very surreal.
Yeah. my
yeah, sorry.
week.
Yeah.
I actually bought Dungeon of the Endless last week. I mentioned.
Ooh. It has
Yes.
co-op. We should try it sometime. I've never
Yes,
tried it.
please. I'm really liking it. I can see why this is one of your favorite roguelikes.
Cool.
It's pretty close up there.
I just bought the DLC, so I've been meaning to try it out.
Isn't the DLC free?
There was free DLC, and there was also a small bit of paid DLC of like 3 extra cast members, I think, crew member potentials.
I played The Witcher 3 Game of the Year.
Fuck off.
Are you doing a complete playthrough?
Say again? On the channel?
No. Are you just playing it all the way through it? Did you just start this week?
For what? Witcher 3?
Yes.
I played 7 hours.
Okay. But you hadn't played before this week.
No.
So you just started? Okay. I couldn't remember.
I started last week.
I've lost a tiny bit of respect for you, Shar, to be completely honest with you.
It's a fucking good game.
Right, if you say so. I have faith in you.
You
think that, okay.
It has better world building and better story than any of the Bethesda games.
The first half of that, I'd agree with you. The world building is up there. The story sucks a big load of ass, and the voice acting is terrible. I'm Geralt, and I speak in a macho voice and don't actually have any emotion.
He sounds like that in Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, I guess.
And I hated those games as well. I hated those games too. I just don't like
a lot of Witcher fans don't like Witcher 1, so you're not actually alone in that.
I don't like the non-protagonist. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the protagonist who has fucking no emotion. He's just a badass. I'm tired of it. It's played out. I'm done. Give me some character. He is.
Geralt
He's
as
a witcher.
Badass.
He's a witcher. He goes around fucking slaying people night and day. That's all he does. That's his character. I want character with my character.
Feels like God of War.
But in the world, everybody hates him. That's the point.
That doesn't mean he can't have character. That doesn't mean you have to make him one of the most blandest people on the planet.
How is he bland?
Because he just doesn't. He just beats people up and that's it. There's no character to his character.
I liked the quest structure. That is what I really like.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's a pretty good quest structure.
Way better than every other game I've played in terms of quest structure and world building. It doesn't even come close.
World building, I'd agree. World building is pretty good. It's up there.
So, usually when I play games like this, like big RPGs, I tend to, in the beginning, choose a way to role play. So I'll choose a character I want to play as, and then as I play the game, I will make decisions based on that first decision I made. But for The Witcher 3, for some reason, I just make decisions that I feel like I want to make, instead of me playing a role, I guess.
Well, I think that's how you should be playing RPGs. It's supposed to be you.
No,
I don't.
Don't tell me how to play. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I like to play.
What I should say is that's how I play games. Me personally, I like portraying myself onto the character, I guess.
Yeah, I like to play usually like portray a certain
role play.
way. Yeah, I usually role play, but Witcher 3 I play like as myself, I guess, which I like. Oh, the big one. I finally played Dragon Quest Heroes.
I saw your tweet about that.
It's fucking good. If you like Dragon Quest, if you like action RPGs, if you like hack and slash, you have no reason not to get it. It's fucking good. And
never played it.
Say again?
Never played it. Dragon Quest.
It's not really a Dragon Quest game though. It's a Dynasty Warriors game.
Oh, I love Dynasty Warriors.
It's fucking
love
good.
That game. So good.
It's a bit slower than Dynasty Warriors. It's a bit slower.
I love how absurd Dynasty Warriors. That's what I like about it. It's just like this one dude taking out 9 million people with a spear.
Yeah, Dragon Quest Heroes is freaking good. I bought Dragon Quest Heroes. I have Witcher 3 to play. So I'm gonna be off for the last 2 weeks of December. So I will play Witcher 3. I'll play Dragon Quest Heroes, and I also bought Majora's Mask and Bravely Default. I don't know why. It's not like I have a lot of time, so I'm gonna be playing a lot of this shit.
Really on sale?
No, it's secondhand.
What,
It's used.
Inspired you? Oh, cool.
So yeah, it wasn't on sale or anything. I just wanted it. Can't wait. But I have no time. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh, on my channel I made, I think you watched it. You did comment on it. The video about the game exclusives.
Oh yeah.
So on my channel I made a video about game exclusives. I just compared last gen and this gen. And what I did was I looked at numbers, compared them, and then just like gave my opinion. So last gen had a a fuck ton more exclusive than this gen. And what I said was basically, I don't understand why people are complaining still about exclusives, because the numbers actually show that they are way less exclusive this gen. And I also mentioned in a very short way, I don't like the idea of exclusives. It's just that I see the reason why they need to exist.
Sure.
I actually don't. I actually don't see the reason why they need to exist.
So you don't see the reason why Microsoft's Halo game needs to be only on the Xbox and not on the PS4?
Makes no sense whatsoever. They'd make so
you're
much
telling
more
me
money.
The Xbox One can sell even without exclusives?
Yep.
Why? Why would I buy an Xbox One if there's no other exclusives? Why don't I just play it on the PC?
Exclusive to this generation, fair enough. But I reckon they'd make so much more money releasing Halo on the PS.
But they need to sell their consoles. You do remember their
Right.
If people want an Xbox One, people will buy an Xbox One. No one.
You have to give them an incentive to buy one.
No. I hope there aren't any people out there who buy Xbox Ones just for Halo 5. I'm really hoping that. In my heart of hearts, I'm hoping no one buys it.
And that is why you need more exclusives to sell your hardware. That is the argument I'm making.
I think you need exclusives.
If Microsoft has no exclusives, everyone's going to buy the PS4 because it has its exclusives and the things Microsoft sells.
No,
exactly.
I'm not just talking about Microsoft. I'm saying I don't like exclusives at all. I don't.
Well, nobody likes them.
I don't think they're a necessity.
Exist.
I don't think they're a necessity.
So how are you going to sell your hardware if you don't have?
You sell your new hardware. I mean exclusives between consoles. If you want to create like games exclusive to a certain generation, then that is I have seen no problem with that.
That is not an argument, though.
If I owned a PS4, and let's say I did like Halo, I'm not going to go out and buy an Xbox One just to play Halo. But now I can't play Halo.
You said exclusive to a generation. That has never been a point of argument at all, a point of discussion at all. That was never been.
No, I'm saying I'd be okay with that if they would just come out.
But that's never been a point of discussion at all. If you want to sell hardware, you need exclusive software. That's the way the world works.
Yeah, and I'm saying exclusive on. What I'm saying is, if you bring out a game exclusive to Xbox One, PS4. That will incentivize people to buy the new consoles.
But which one?
It doesn't.
It does matter.
No, just make your hardware better if that's the biggest problem.
Better in what way?
There's tons of ways to do it. Why is PS4 better than why?
Processing power? Are you talking about processing power?
I mean, proper.
It's a balance.
Yeah, it's about. But it's like, if I was, I'm a PC player, so I don't give a single fuck. But if I owned a PS4 because of one reason.
Well, technically, exclusives affect you too because PCs don't get a lot of those.
No exclusives that I care about.
Bloodborne.
That's why. No exclusives I care about. I don't like Halo, so I'm not. It doesn't. But I'm saying if I was to buy a PS4 for one reason or other, maybe I just like PS. Not for any reason. I used to be a console gamer. I liked PS better, not for the exclusives, just because I liked PS better.
But maybe the PlayStation had exclusives.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I bought a PS3 not for the exclusives. I didn't even play any of the exclusives on the PS3.
What did you play?
I played all the. I only had like 8 games for the PS3 because I was not. I liked games, but I wasn't massive on it. I think my most played game on the PS3 was probably I played a lot of MGS4,
which is an exclusive.
Yeah, but apart from that, I played a lot of the sports games because I was a big sports game person back then. I like my FIFA. Yeah, FIFA and Madden and all that kind of stuff. In fact, most of my hours was probably played into FIFA and Madden and NBA 2K and all those types of games. But me, I'm not probably good. I didn't play a huge amount of console games, but I did own a PS3 because I liked PS better. Not for any specific reason. I just liked Sony better than Microsoft, to be completely honest with you. And let's say Halo did come out and it looked cool, because I don't really like Halo. But let's say a new Halo came out and maybe I wanted to buy it. I'm not going to go and buy an Xbox One just to play Halo. It's not happening. And that's all they have to offer this generation.
What you're arguing is that by making the game non-exclusive, that game sells better. But Microsoft is in it for much more than just that game's sales. Is the problem.
At the minute.
If Halo becomes non-exclusive, but MGS5 stays a Sony exclusive, then there's no incentive to buy an Xbox unless you're some
I'm not
fanboy.
disputing that. I just would rather exclusives didn't exist at all.
Of course,
and everybody is on your side with that.
Yes, but I'm saying that. But I'm also saying that I see the necessity if one person stays the thing, but if there was no exclusives, it really wouldn't affect them because everything would sell just as it would, because there's no competition then. It's just that it's not like we have to have an exclusive because they have one. If no one has an exclusive, then it's not a necessity anymore.
So if you're Microsoft, how are you going to sell your Xbox if you have no exclusives?
So
just to release the Xbox.
It's just game theory kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I know people who own PS4s who want to play Halo.
That just sounds like a bad business decision.
It is.
Not
if
one side does it. If one side
no, I'm not talking about one side. Let's say there's no exclusives at all. I don't see why you should waste your money in R&D, in marketing, in logistics to sell a console. Just release games.
Yeah.
Do that then.
But then
consoles will sell. I mean, there are people out there that stick to Microsoft, and there are people that stick to Sony, and that's basically how it goes now. If
Microsoft did not have exclusives, they would fail because Microsoft came later than Sony. Sony already had a fan base.
This is the first.
I think Microsoft is backing off on their exclusives in the sense that a lot of their things are going to also be on PC.
Yeah, which is cool.
Soonish.
That's the main
exclusive. It's a bold decision.
Yeah, it is.
That's the main exclusivity that annoys me personally. Affects me. The fact that there is literally no reason for an Xbox game not to be available on PC. There's no reason for it. It's the same company, And as a PC gamer, I'm not going to buy a console for one or two exclusive Microsoft games. I'm just not.
And that was what my video was about. I was saying this gen had way less exclusives, and yet people are still complaining when they really have no reason to.
Yeah, I've always hated the idea that.
I do too. I hate it. If I can play Ratchet and Clank on my PC, I would. But I can't.
I was complaining because there's already have been announced exclusives for different VR head rigs.
Oh fuck!
I know, yeah.
Fucking
because they know it's not as good VR. Like, what's our edge? If you want to play this game, you got to buy our crappy hardware.
Yeah,
I mean, back in the day, I think
and you still need a PC for it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
No, because they jumped into bed with thing apparently. Because the Oculus Rift, for example, is going to be released with an Xbox controller, so I presume that you can play it with an Xbox. They jumped into bed with Microsoft. Oculus did so.
What is that thing in that Expo Microsoft did, like a VR, like AR thing, where they build Minecraft on a table or something?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Oh, I don't know what it was called.
That was fucking cool though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what. Because I hate Halo, but I know PC gamers that want to play Halo and can't. That's the most frustrating thing.
Seriously, I would like to play Halo 5 on my PC.
The best thing about bringing a game to PC is mods.
I've heard bad things.
I just want to play it, but I can't because I don't want to buy an Xbox One.
And it sucks because consoles are basically pretend PCs. That's what annoys me nowadays.
They're easy mode PCs.
A console sort of like started gaming though.
Sure.
I'd agree, but the Nintendo, when it was like a console, it's not a console anymore. That's the difference, Shar. It used to be a games console. Now it's not. It's a fucking PC with a different mask. That's what annoys me. It's not a games console anymore. It's a multimedia center and all this other bullshit that no one asked for.
I wonder when
The
we'll
thing
stop
is,
having handhelds.
if your wish of not there being exclusives come true, they need to have all those other bullshit that nobody asked for. If
I
not, there
suppose.
won't be any incentive for people to buy your
I think
hardware.
I think this stuck in limbo at the minute. Where if you have a lot of exclusives, it does give people incentives. But at the minute, they aren't really giving Microsoft at least aren't giving many people much reason to buy an Xbox One. There's like 3 exclusives that aren't really that good. It just
Watch
because
my
even
video and you will get the real numbers.
Halo-
There's about
Halo-
7 for each. For PS4 and Xbox One, there's like 7 exclusives.
Halo 5
each.
got shat on. Halo 5 got absolutely shat on. By everyone I know who's played it, apart from one person, hated it.
Is it?
I don't know what this is.
You also have exclusives, like because a Wii game, like it's just not really compatible with a PlayStation game.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, Nintendo
Well-
don't have this problem. People will buy
no.
their shit.
Well, yeah, but they do it on
regardless.
purpose. They're like, we're making our hardware so you can't even emulate it.
Yeah.
Plus, they've never really liked third-party
They hate
applications. They hate working third parties. Can't stand them.
jerks.
After playing Dragon Quest Heroes, I'm very sad I don't have a Wii U because I can't play Hyrule Warriors.
Actually, think about it. The Wii U probably has the most exclusives that I care about that I'm aware of.
Yeah, actually yes. Same here. Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, the new Zelda, Wonderful 101. Fucking
I still wanna play Wonderful
I really want to
101.
play that game. Pikmin 3, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario World is really good. Nintendo Land, I found it. It was quite fun.
Huh.
I just ran off what? 5? 7 on the top of my head?
More than that. At least
PlayStation
seven.
4 Final
I don't know.
Fantasy
I mean,
7 Remake, I
I
guess.
could look. Definitely
FF15 is the only one I really want to play.
Bloodborne.
Mm.
I know there's more. I don't know it.
Square is probably not going to release a major Final Fantasy game. But they did release Final Fantasy 13 for the Xbox 360, right? I don't know. There's a lot of money involved when it comes to exclusives.
I think that no, even that won't work. What's the reason for this timed exclusive bullshit then? What do they gain out of that?
Yeah.
Developers get money from the publishers, I'm guessing.
No, I
That's
mean,
about
what
it.
do,
what's
That's
the
no,
fucking
but I
publisher's
mean,
incentive?
what do
Is it
Microsoft gain?
Oh, it's just fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, what do Microsoft?
There's no
gain from a
incentive at
timed
all.
exclusive?
So,
I can only see the reason for a timed exclusive if it's a launch title.
So if let's take Tomb Raider for example, the first reboot in 2013 sold 3 million within the first week, was it? I know it within the first month at least they sold 3 million. They sold 1 million in the first 48 hours. For this Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is a timed exclusive for the Xbox One, PC is gonna get it early next year. PS4 is gonna get it late next year. They only sold about less than 300,000 copies within the first week.
Well, I don't see what Microsoft gained because no one's going to buy a new console for a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
People are just
At
like,
least
"I'll wait
Halo
for it to
5 you
come
can
out."
get it because it's never going to be on any other machine.
Well, actually, that isn't true.
Is it going to come out on the PC?
It depends. The only part of the game that anyone cares about is coming out on the PC.
Multiplayer?
Yeah. Halo Online is going to run off the Halo 5 engine, and it's coming out
Oh.
on the PC.
I'm guessing it requires Windows 10.
Probably, yeah, because that's how they're doing stuff nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah. Exclusive
yeah.
to the OS. Fuck you.
But the thing is that, yeah, but you can get Windows 10 for free, so I don't see the big problem.
I don't want to upgrade just yet.
Well, that's fine. But if you want to play the game, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but it's a good operating system, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just that that's the thing for me. Like that I've spoken to multiple people about the Halo 5 single player, and it sucks absolute donkey dick apparently. So, and the multiplayer is just what Halo's always been. I guess it's fun, but whatever, it hasn't changed at all. So the multiplayer's come out on PC, so that's really all I care about. So I'll wait until Halo Online, and I'll just get that. But even then, I'll play CS:GO, so I don't even think I'll be playing Halo online that much.
So, yeah, I think I just want to share something real quick because I just think it's fucking cool. You can build actual working cell phones in Minecraft now.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Someone built an entire computer in Minecraft.
Wait, you mean in the sense that with like redstone, or it's like an item in game that you talk to other players in game?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do video call.
Okay, so it's not like a simulation type thing.
No, you can actually browse the internet.
In-game equipment.
You actually,
oh wow,
you make the phone. You first have to make the phone, and then you have to make the tower near the phone, the cell tower.
That's so cool.
And then it will actually show like a rainbow bricks connecting between the cell tower and the phone.
You know what's next? Cyber warfare.
And you can actually browse the internet using the phone, and the phone's display will make everything look like Minecraft blocks.
Oh jeez.
Nice.
It's fucking cool.
Jeez.
Speaking of Minecraft, so big news from Minecraft this week. A dude on YouTube called Burtgasm. He has made a video. He's taking it down now. I've checked. Basically, he recreated a school shooting in Minecraft.
Jeez.
He was doing a series called Minecraft High School.
What's the guy's YouTube channel again?
Burtgasm.
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 Oh.
And yeah, so he's doing a series called Minecraft High School. And what was the 20th episode was a school shooting.
Right.
And he went on a podcast called Drama View, I think. Yeah, Drama Alert. And he had a debate with another YouTuber called Sky Williams. He's a League of Legends streamer and stuff. And they had an argument, essentially. And Burtgasm couldn't see what he'd done wrong. He was like completely oblivious to what he'd done wrong and all this stuff. It was actually fairly entertaining to watch.
The Drama Alert one, right?
Yeah. Burtgasm comes off as such a fucking idiot. Because the dude who hosts the podcast thing, the debate, said that Burtgasm is one of two things. Either one, he's incredibly stupid. Or two, his capitalising on views is going to get from controversy. Which one you think it is to your discretion, but it seems to me the only two options. Because recreating a fucking school shooting in Minecraft is heavy stuff, man. That's not cool.
I have no words. I have no words at all.
And the worst thing about it is, right, this is the two main things. Right, for anyone who might be listening or wondering why this is bad, is because, in case you're stupid, then you've heard these two reasons why this is incredibly bad. One, he doesn't age restrict his content, which means anyone can go and watch it. And tied into that, it's fucking Minecraft. If a Minecraft video that isn't age restricted pops up on your front channel, anyone can watch it. A kid is just going to think, oh, it's Minecraft. I'll go and watch it.
I know a few kids who love Minecraft and watch Minecraft videos.
Because it's massive for kids now. Minecraft is the kid's game. Yeah. So yeah, a kid sees on YouTube that it pops up. It doesn't get parental locked because it's not mature content. And they see a fucking school shooting. What the fuck? That's just insane. And it was funny watching him squirm on this thing, just completely just trying to justify what he'd done. It was actually rather interesting. So I don't know what you guys think about it, but
it's retarded, basically.
It blew me away. It really, really did.
How did you find this? Do you subscribe to him or?
No, I go into a TeamSpeak and
Somebody mentioned it.
3 days ago, as soon as I got into it, someone was like, "Have you heard what happened with Minecraft this week?" I was like, "No." He told me. I was like, "Fucking hell, that is some heavy stuff." Just borderline retarded behavior. From a YouTuber as well, from a personality, in some ways a role model. This is the type of guy this is. That doesn't. If he age restricted his channel, there'd be less to moan about because it's like, well, of course it's still immoral recreating a very gruesome act in such a, Minecraft. But I guess he's entitled to his creative, what is it called?
Freedom.
He created freedom. But if he age restricted his content, then it'd be less despicable because it's like only 18 plus can watch this. But the fact that his video doesn't have an age age restriction is just
Ooh, my video just died. Group
Yeah,
video
so
is
did mine.
unavailable at the moment. Ah.
yeah. So don't mind. No, so yeah, the last part of this is going to be no video.
Fucking logos.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's my biggest thing. I just thought it needed mentioning because it's just so retarded. But yeah, that's
It reminds me on Good Mythical Morning, they were talking about this dumb YouTuber who wrote his YouTube channel on $1,001 bills and threw them off of the top story of a mall. And he couldn't see what he did. Like, I was just trying to spread some holiday cheer. It's like, you idiot! Like, what'd you think? God, friggin' just... Sorry,
$1.
as somebody who's very bad at self-promotion, the lengths people go to promote themselves just like to notice me senpai to the world is so
And the worst thing is, they were $1 bills.
Yeah, no one's even going to notice anyway.
Yeah, no one's going to pick up that $1 bill and go, yeah, he gave me $1. Maybe I should subscribe to him. Like,
I don't even know what kind of content he did, but the public at large don't subscribe on YouTube.
oh, you just need to click the video button, by the way, guys. Can you see me?
If you're
Oh.
if you were at a convention, like a video YouTuber convention or something,
And we're back.
that'd make a little sense.
But yeah, it's
Skype.
just
Thank you, Skype.
it's just ridiculous. The things that people do. I mean,
like, I have less a problem with him doing it. My most of my problems with him not recognizing
Understanding.
that it might have been wrong. Like him, it just can be like, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's like,
you need to listen
he
to
has
that.
to be lying. He has
You
to
need
be
to
lying.
see, yeah, you need to watch that drama alert thing. It's interesting what lengths he'll go to act like a complete and utter idiot with no regard for what he's done. And it's actually rather interesting to watch because he's either very smart and he's building up this hate that will inevitably lead to
Money.
views.
Yeah.
Money
There's
and
no
views.
such thing as bad publicity, man.
Yeah,
Certainly
money,
isn't.
baby.
So either he's okay with being hated, but he has created a video. I haven't watched it yet, but if you go on his channel, he created a video, and it's actually the promoted video called "On Recent Events." So I'm presuming he talks about that.
Yeah, I think he
not gonna
does.
Because some of my favorite sketch comedy, like from Bob and Dave or Mitchell and Webb, it's deliberately offensive. Like there's one where one of them, it's like they're like painting the countryside, and he just keeps trying to get more and more gross to freak his teacher out because she's like, "Oh, I love what you've done with the red." It's like, "Yeah, that's my own blood." It's like, "Oh, lovely, great job." And it gets to the point where it's like, "This is a sculpture. Sculpted from the frozen sperm I harvested from elementary school children." She's like, "Oh, that's great. I can really see the emotion in the face." And it's just like, "What's wrong with you?"
I mean, do you know the biggest? Do you know the biggest thing? I think I made this. I was talking to you about it, Farewell, when we did Monkey Island just before. I think the biggest thing is if you recreate a school shooting in GTA, no one would care because it's a platform that almost like grows controversy. GTA has always been. So if you created it in GTA, you'd be like,
to it in that context.
yeah, you'd be like, oh, whatever, it's GTA, but it's Minecraft. It's, jolly Minecraft. Let's build a house. Like, one of the most popular kids games. No, the most popular kids game on the planet.
One of the biggest game ever made.
Exactly, and it's mostly popularized by kids nowadays. Mostly kids play it.
Yeah.
And it blows me away.
Even Captain Sparkles, what is his name? Jordan Marin? He even says that most of his viewers are kids.
There we go.
Like really young people.
You see, on Drama Alert as well, they brought up Burtgasm's most popular videos. None of his most popular videos are his normal content. One of them was called Taped and Raped or something like that.
What?
God.
Jeez. That's
something.
Smart.
Here we go. Most popular. Here we go. The first one is the duct tape challenge. Then That's Your Booty. Oh no, I think they've already all been taken down. He's changed the names of them. now they called the duct tape challenge because this dude brought it up on the podcast. It used to have rape in the name. I know because you can go and watch it. It had rape in the name, and
It's
they
like,
were his top ones.
Negative clickbait. Like it's positive clickbait, and then it'll get clicks, but it's negative, and that's not boobs.
Yeah, like, but it has rape in the well, it had rape in the name.
Yeah,
and it was
kids.
in
A family movie.
Well, this wasn't Minecraft.
yeah.
This was real life. Like
Oh,
he's
like,
taping.
he does sketches.
Well, he's taping in the update challenge. It seems like he's taping a girl up.
Oh God,
I don't know for what reason.
I don't want to know. I don't even. I
But-
can't. I really don't care.
Let's
about
not
this
watch
guy.
it. Let's not.
This guy is clearly a waste of time and.
Yeah.
and
So that's my big thing.
Shit, that's pretty big.
Yeah. Follow that one up, guys.
Red from a transistor is going to be an indivisible,
Oh, nice.
which is cool.
I like that they're
Cheaper.
having a collection of indie characters.
Yeah, and I think I've mentioned before that Super Best Friends have a original character called Zubaz. He's in Dive Kick and Shovel Knight. They're working on getting him into
Shovel
the game
Knight?
too. He's one of the roaming bosses and mini bosses in Shovel Knight.
Ooh, nice.
But he's definitely going to be an indivisible. But we don't know right now. You can vote on which one you want because they have to kind of do some art for him that
is
looks
this
like it fits.
Zubaz like that road warrior looking?
He's very road warrior. He's he was a dropped character, I think, for one of the Mortal Kombats, who never got included in the game, and so they took him and they gave him a name and they gave him some cool powers like a whip and lightning. He looks like a member of Kiss, kind of.
So it's like Raiden and Scorpion.
A bit, yeah.
So I have one. There's a game called Hyrule Total War on Steam Greenlight.
That sounds cool.
So I'm guessing everybody know what is Hyrule, right?
Hyrule is. Yeah,
You mean
Zelda.
the land of Zelda?
Yeah, and I'm guessing
Okay.
you also know the game Total War.
Yeah,
Yes.
medieval Total War, Rome Total War.
Yeah, those like RTS big battle stuff. So this Hyrule Total War is actually a mod for Total War.
Oh, it's just a mod. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Which Total War?
I'm not sure which one. It's
'Cause
actually
that
not.
actually
It's actually not
matters.
on Steam. So the reason why it's not on Steam is because it's a Nintendo IP.
Of course.
So instead of having all the attention on yourself, you just distribute it. I think I'm not sure what he's using, some website or something. But the person who put Hyrule Total War on Steam Greenlight is not the developer. And basically now the developer is saying, fuck whoever's putting this on. Nintendo is pretty much gonna bring it down now, and all my hard work is gone.
I mean, you should have known.
I mean, he can't know that a fucking
No,
idiot will
what-
put it on
what-
Steam
yeah.
Greenlight, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It wasn't
I mean,
him.
the fact that it exists, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, but maybe he was trying
I'm
all
not
his
sure what
best to be on the down low or something. I don't know.
Sure, I don't know. If you
I'll
don't
be
do
pissed
stuff
if
with
I-
other people's content,
And it's not just that. It's the fact that
If
if
you
you
want-
have to keep it on the down low to keep it afloat, it's probably not worth doing.
it's a pretty strong sign. Yeah.
Like if you're having to keep it under wraps, then that's not a good sign.
But this problem of people putting stuff that is not theirs or they didn't make on Steam Greenlight is not a new thing. It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
A lazy way to
Steam.
make money, isn't it?
Steam.
That brings a new meaning to putting up a project that's never going to be released because you don't know if it's ever going to be released. You're like, it's up to the developer now.
It's Total War Medieval 2. The mod is
Oh,
for
I
that.
love that was my favorite.
The mod has been around for 7 years without problem because Nintendo doesn't know about it. And because he doesn't monetize it. So
Oh, that was
yeah.
my favorite fucking. That was my favorite Total War as well. I love Medieval too.
It's been around
It'll
for 7
still
years for no
exist.
problems.
I think it'll still. I mean, if he's not monetizing it, then I think it'll find a way to persist.
But usually Nintendo doesn't care if you monetize it or not.
Right. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, there'll be like rogue hosts from time to time. Like if you want to get it, there will probably be a way.
I don't
Unofficial
see.
way.
I
don't know how you
see
got it
this.
before this.
I don't see this ending with any other than a C&D, a cease and desist. I don't see it.
To who exactly? The
To the
distributor?
mod creator.
Well, is he still working on it? Because if he's done, then what's he gonna stop doing?
Maybe he keeps adding stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't distribute it anymore, right? With a CND.
If he was the one distributing it, then he would. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, he's the one distributing it.
Okay.
He's just wasn't the one that put it up on Steam Greenlight.
I see. That's weird.
Fucking idiots. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, so
it
I've got
from me.
I've got something. So I've got something rather funny. So the debate about in esports, there's been a big debate around what esports should be classed as. It's not new. We all know this. Should it be classed as a sport, competition? So last year, ESPN president, what's his name, John Skipper, he declared that esports was not a sport. It's a competition. Fair. If you want to say that, okay. But now ESPN have taken the plunge into running esports content on their channels.
Is it ESPN2 or is it ESPN?
It was ESPN2 that the international was on, but I believe that ESPN are starting to pick up more and more ideas about picking it up, which is it's a bit disingenuous. That saying
the money is there, so
yeah, but why should we let them have the money from our content if they've basically called it stupid for so long? Like, you know what I mean?
the people making the games don't care. They just like money.
They do. You
have to pay for the rights or something. With
They
a ton
do,
of money.
and obviously the end result is ESPN are going to get it. But don't think that the people involved in the higher up of esports and the different individual donors that they don't care, because they do. They're outspoken about caring.
If they care, then ESPN won't get their hands on it, right?
It's not as simple as that. You can sell out your morals to gain money. I mean, that's not even a wrong thing to do in nowadays, is it? People do it all the time. But it's a lot of people in the scene have been outspoken about ESPN's comments in the past, because they've compared it to games like Tiddlywinks, and poker, and darts and snooker, or the games that.
Snooker is a fun sport. Is it not a sport?
No, it's classed as a pub game, a bar game, like darts. Darts isn't classed as a sport. It's classed as a bar game, a pub game.
Because it's semantics, or are there certain regulations?
Well, put it this
is
way.
Anything different?
This is the biggest. So usually a sport inherently means a degree of physicality. Usually, that's what it means.
Okay.
But the biggest thing that came in the past few years is, I think it was a couple of years ago, in America, the American government have started allowing esports gamers to come into the US on an athletics visa. This caused a load of controversy. So I don't know whether this is still the case, but it was a big story when it came out that they were offering athletics visas to professional gamers, which obviously stirred the pot, because it's not a secret that people in quote unquote real sports don't take us seriously. That's not a secret. Whether I agree with it or not is totally irrelevant, obviously. But it's just it's interesting to see, the hypocrisy.
I didn't know this, but Telltale announced a Batman game at the yeah.
Really?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't notice this. Telltale
That
announced
just
Batman
sounds like
game.
it's gonna be a mess of crappy QTEs.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's what it sounds like at first in my
It
head.
was revealed on stage at the Game Awards. So yeah, the Game Awards has a lot of this kind of stuff, like premieres and shit. It's very corporate fucking I don't know. A lot of stuff. That's why I don't really like the Game Awards. Or any award show in general.
You like numbers, Shar. So and you like basketball. So,
yeah, why?
So the basketball finals last year.
Okay.
Game 5 of the NBA basketball NBA finals. League of Legends beat it by 5 million viewers.
Fucking hell, not surprised. Still crazy though, but I'm not surprised actually.
No, not surprised as such, but it is impressive.
It's impressive because it's basketball. Because I know basketball is very global. The sport is very global, unlike American football, where 99% of the viewers are Americans.
Baseball is probably the most.
Yeah, 100% of viewers are Americans.
Yeah. No, what, baseball? No. Baseball's massive.
Is big in Japan.
Yeah, Japan are huge on baseball.
That's pretty much it, though. Japan.
Yeah, but that's
US.
a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. Yeah.
I mean, NBA is pretty worldwide, though.
Yeah.
Not NBA. I shouldn't say NBA. Basketball.
Basketball is the more global sport compared to
Yeah.
football and.
Well,
When I say football, I mean
American football.
American football, not.
I was gonna say
football.
soccer. I was gonna say soccer. I don't think so, pal.
Soccer is the biggest sport in the world.
Soccer
ever.
batters everything.
If maybe one day LOL will beat World Cup.
No chance. I watch football. There's no way that's happening. There's no chance in hell that any esports is going to get as big as the World Cup. No chance. Billions of people watch the World Cup.
It's fucking crazy.
Mm.
So,
I mean, football, isn't it?
Fo, have you heard of this game called Valhalla Hills?
Yes.
It looks so good.
I don't remember my thoughts on it.
You don't remember?
It's a city simulator, right?
Yeah, they say it's a very it's from the developers of Cultures and the Settlers 2.
I don't know that game.
It's
I know
looks
the
really good,
first
though.
2 trailers on Steam were really stupid. The other
in
ones
what
were
way?
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really picky when it comes to my city simulators. Like, I like...
Yeah, this
I
one's
don't know.
pretty pricey.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about the gameplay to actually make a judgment call
It's
on it, but I
about-
was off put by enough other things.
It's about $30 full price, 27 right now, 10% off.
Ugh.
It's pretty pricey. It looks nice though, and it's getting
Yeah.
mostly positive reviews.
Okay.
There's another game called Darius Burst Chronicles Saviors. It's a shmup, and this
I don't know
shmup
that.
costs $45.
Better be good.
Yeah,
Better be
right
like
now it's $40,
60
and
hours
it's
long.
20% off. It's a shmup for $40. I don't see it selling.
A what?
A shmup, a shoot 'em
What
up.
the fuck's that? Oh, shoot.
Like an arcade scrolling shooter.
Yeah, those like was it Gradius and Raiden?
I know which one's you're on about.
Yeah. So fucking expensive. Looks nice, but I don't think it's worth that. I don't know.
It's down to the consumers at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. The next game is probably the biggest release this week. Just Cause 3.
Oh, yeah. The map size on that is fucking penis shrivelingly large.
It's getting mixed reviews.
So did Just Cause 2, though. But Just Cause 2 was a genuinely good game. Incorporating every gamer. It was one of them games that did well on reviews, but I did know a lot of people that didn't like Just Cause 2. From personal experience.
I think there's a lot of people having some issues with Just Cause 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't run well or it's buggy. You mean?
A lot of people are complaining very long load times for one. Like a
wow.
few minutes, some even 10 minutes, 10-minute load
Oh.
times. That's fucking...
So that actually reminds me. The Ars Technica had an article about the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the headline was, but basically, a lot of our old arcade games are going to fall into the public domain kind of stuff, so you can have them during your loading screens. That was just the article. It's
Oh,
loading
yeah.
screens where you can play arcade games.
Yeah.
And that sounds kind of cool, but
Who's
I
the
hope it
patent
doesn't
holder
mean
again?
games
Namco
they think
Bandai?
they can get away with long load times.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully
Fallout
not.
4 had Fallout 4 had load times that were not amazingly long, but long enough to me for me to start
Irritating.
thinking again. Like,
Even on your rig?
Like- yeah, and I have a pretty good rig.
Okay.
Is
Favorite
it on an
loading
SSD?
screen.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, sorry. No, I didn't.
Oh.
No. I don't. I only have a 128 meg. I'm not putting fucking Fallout on my 128 meg SSD.
I put my Witcher 3 on the SSD. Load so fucking fast, I can't even read the freaking tips they gave me. I'm like, no, I'm gonna die in this world. Yeah.
Oh,
Friggin-
sorry. Before just one while we're on Witcher 3, what did you think of the combat, Shar? That's the one major problem I had with Witcher 3.
Very clunky.
Okay, we can agree on that. Okay, carry on. I was interested.
What are your guys' favorite loading screens from any game?
Oh.
There's a very obvious answer to this.
Which is?
Oh, I mean, Nathan won't like it. Friggin' Mirror's Edge. That friggin' fight loop. Oh god, that was cool.
No, the
She's, like,
loading
flipping
screen.
over
The loading screen is pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. I didn't actually see them.
I like a lot of the like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta loading screens.
I
a
haven't
bit
seen
too
those,
late.
but I imagine
They just let you control the character and just like pull off moves.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and sometimes there's actually an enemy there for you to like just practice your combos.
The Assassin's Creed ones were okay back in the day. Do you like in number 1 when there was the Matrix background and you could walk through, and you was controlling the character.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
There
Yeah.
was nothing to it, but it just looked cool. My favorite, I don't know, like, and the chapter art for Dreamfall Chapters was pretty good. Do you know when a new chapter starts? They did like these like proper arty like design stuff, which was pretty cool, which I really liked. The Monkey Island loading screens always made me laugh. With like Guybrush Threepwood with a different stupid look on his face. But yeah,
There's a game jam to celebrate the patent expiry.
Oh, cool.
There's a loading screen jam. What the
That's
fuck?
awesome.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
That's Twitch fodder right there.
Yeah. So, didn't Pac-Man have some sort of? I don't know. I can't remember much of loading screens. Never. The only ones that really stand out to me was Bayonetta, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Just Cause 3 came out. Mixed reviews. Looks nice though. Probably
does
get
look
it
nice.
later on when it's super cheap.
I'll tell you, the thing I wasn't too impressed by was the water effects on Just Cause 3 from the footage I've watched. It didn't look all that good.
Oh, okay.
But maybe this was just before
Are they
it was
using the
released.
same engine Star Wars Battlefront is using?
What, the DICE engine? Are you sure?
It's made by Avalanche. Wait.
I don't think it is, because Star Wars Battlefront uses the DICE engine.
DICE engine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Battlefront...
Have you guys watched a series on the Rooster Teeth channel called Ruby?
I'm aware of it, but I haven't watched any of it. I mean, I've seen
Ruby.
clips. Had good animation fighting, but
It
the
looks
dialogue
good.
seemed really...
I never watched it. I like the theme song. There's actually an action hack and slash game right now for Ruby
Right, I saw
in
that.
early
So
access.
if you're looking it up, it's spelled RVVBY.
Is it W?
I think it's 2 V's to look like a W. It's being artsy. I could be
Nope,
wrong.
It's W.
Dang it!
You artsy
Don't you look
fartsy.
silly?
Distracted me.
Don't you
Oh, I
look
do.
silly?
Indeed.
No,
So
um,
artsy fartsy.
I'm not
What
a
is
big
it?
enough weeb. It's not actually
What is-
Japanese. The creator
Oh, is
actually
it?
died like last year, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm
He was,
just saying,
30s.
It's a 4-player co-op hack and slash.
last
It actually
Last
looks good.
One
That sounds
Punch
cool.
Man was cool. That's all I'm saying.
Say again.
Is it like
the
a?
latest
It's like a
episode of-
beat 'em up.
It's like a. I guess it looks like a bit like a Dynasty Warriors
Street
Bayonetta
Fighter.
game.
Oh.
Oh.
The new episode of One Punch Man was again very, 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 very awesome. I
Is that
Still
the one where
haven't
they
watched
beat
it.
the Sea King?
I severely enjoyed it. Fucking what? Deep Sea King.
Is that the one where they beat him? Is that the newest one?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's cool. Cool episode.
Good
A
character
spoiler.
development.
Spoiler. Of course you knew. You knew because it's One Punch Man. Of course. I love that. Spoiler. Well, what do you think is gonna happen? It's One Punch Man. I love the opening theme to One Punch Man. Oh,
I thought it was Dragon Force at first.
yeah. There's
Sounds a bit like
no. I just love the start.
somebody
bit.
recreated it in Fallout 4.
Oh
The
really?
opening sequence.
Oh my
It
god.
looks okay.
I love the end bit. I want to be a psycho hero. It's so good.
Have any of you watched Samurai Flamenco?
No.
No.
I started it a while ago and didn't finish it, so I probably should. But elements of it remind me of the more serious parts of One Punch Man, like Moomin Rider kind of reminds me of Samurai Flamenco.
Oh right. I like that.
Why
about
does
One
it
Punch-
look a little bit like those Power Rangers stuff?
Which
Samurai Flamenco? Yeah,
A little bit, a little bit.
it is basically, right?
It's about like two like unpowered guys who want to become superheroes.
Isn't there like a giant robot or some shit?
I didn't get that far.
Oh. Ooh, I spoiled it. Oh. I saw a
The thing
picture,
I-
I was Googling it.
The thing I like about One Punch Man is that it can be quite serious at times, and it pulls it off fairly
Yeah.
well.
The
And
end of the
then-
new episode is very serious.
Yeah. And do you know the end of the episode when the asteroid, and he goes ballistic at all the people that are like berating him, all the citizens, and he's like, "I don't do this for you. I do this because I want to." I was like,
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
"Oh no! Oh, I thought you were on about the end of this latest episode."
Oh, sorry. Oh, you mean that one, the other one, where they're
Okay,
trying
this
to...
Samurai Flamenco actually looks really funny.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. The first episode's a little weird,
There's
but
there's a picture of the guy in his like superhero costume holding a can and he's saying, "Empty cans go in the trash."
oh, have you guys heard of a movie called Super? It's a live-action movie with Rainn Wilson.
Yes, I
It's
have.
very
heard of
good, very dark. Not for everybody, but I quite like
The
it.
2010 film.
Yeah, it's about
It was
then.
directed by James Gunn, wasn't it? It had Ellen
Yes,
Page,
yes, it was.
Liv Tyler in it. Yeah.
And who was the bad guy? Was it Willem Dafoe?
Kevin Bacon?
Oh, Kevin Bacon. It's Kevin Bacon, I think.
And Nathan Fillion's in it as well. Yeah.
Oh yes, he is. And actually, Merle from Walking Dead's in it
Liv Tyler's
before
in it.
he was
Really?
in Merle. Yeah, he had hair. It's a good movie. It's just pretty
Okay, I
dark.
really want to watch Samurai Flamenco now. It actually looks kind of
Let's
good.
do it. Yeah.
Because I love my I know they have a genre name for it, but I love those like Power Rangers kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the name is, but I'm sure there is one.
What just
in this
retconned
December
people?
Humble Bundle, they had Chroma Warriors, which I kind of want, or Chroma Squad.
Yeah, Chroma Squad. Yeah. Wait, say again? There's a Humble
No.
Bundle with Chroma Squad?
No, the December monthly bundle.
Oh, fuck.
There was one game in it I cared about. And it was
Don't do
Chroma
it.
Squad.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to. I could just buy Chroma Squad for less than the Humble Bundle, probably.
What
Probably.
does retconned mean? I've always wondered.
So it means, like, so you know
being
what canon
revised.
is, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It means they retroactively, after the thing came out, they either changed it or tweaked something to, like, fix a
It's basically
plot
saying
hole
like
or
whatever
something.
happened back then didn't count. Pretty
Yeah, it's like
much.
if you have old
Oh.
versions of this content, that's not what happened. This new content's the new
So-
canon.
So you know like that, remember we were talking about World of Warcraft? The movie?
Yeah.
And then you were saying that lady that's half orc, half human.
Right.
What's his name? What's her name?
Oh, Garona.
Yeah. So I was reading she was half orc, half Draenei or something, right?
No. She was
Yeah.
half
So
human. Now she's
yeah,
been
so
said
that half
she's
human, half
trained.
orc thing is retcon pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it means.
Okay. Because the apparent I've been googling stuff about High School DxD because I want to know when the new series comes out, and there's something about the latest season being retconned. I wasn't quite sure what it meant. But yeah,
There are some pretty good games in the latest Humble Monthly. But I'm not gonna get it, of course.
There were no games I cared about that I didn't already own, except for
Chroma Squad.
Although I think if you signed up before the December Humble Bundle, you got Armello, which would have been really cool for people who didn't already have it. But I don't know if that's just the sign-up bonus. Like if you already had signed up for it previously, I don't know if you got it. Because it's not,
Probably
like,
not.
included in the bundle. It's
Yeah.
a weird extra thing.
I wonder if they charge your credit card just like monthly.
Probably.
So yeah, I guess we can wrap this up. It's a pretty good length. So yeah, what are you guys gonna be doing the coming week?
I am going to try and find a movie theater that is screening Don Verdine, but I don't think I'll have any luck doing it.
What is that?
It's a new movie from, I'm blanking on the director's name. He did
Didn't you
Napoleon
mention this before?
Dynamite. I probably have, because just freaking, I don't really like the director that much, but he did Gentlemen Broncos, which is just one of the most
It has Sam
bizarrely
Rockwell
good.
and-
I love Sam Rockwell. I love Jermaine Clement.
Jared
Will
Hess
Forte
is the
great.
director,
Jared Hess, thank you.
and he's also
So I
the
really
writer.
want to see it, but it's just a weird type. The director's just so weird that
like Sam
it's
Rockwell.
fascinating to watch. Sam Rockwell's the best.
Not such great reviews is above average.
That does not surprise me. That's about what I expect.
But even then, it's hard to look at movie
Yeah.
reviews nowadays and take it seriously.
But that's the thing. You don't really have any other like.
I know it's so. I look at
you can
user
only-
reviews normally.
Yeah, you can only like go with like people's opinion on it, and sometimes people's opinion are pretty shit. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I normally go on user reviews because they're more. You know that they might be shitty opinions, but you know that no one paid for their opinions.
Yeah, but sometimes like user reviews, they can actually be paid for it. More like the people
Sometimes,
who
but
work
less-
for the company
less-
or something.
But less
What was
like
the game? Yeah,
the point.
there was some game recently where they found out that the developers were going on.
Oh yeah.
They said they weren't told to by the company. but,
was
you
it
know, a
Rock
bunch of them
Band or
just happened
something?
to. Yes, I think it was Rock Band.
Guitar Hero, one of those guitar playing games.
Yeah, which is the one with the stupid
Guitar Hero
roulette
Live.
music system.
Guitar Hero Live.
Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else I'm doing this week. Probably more Convoy. Probably Dungeon of the Endless DLC. Yeah. No,
Dungeon of the Endless.
we'll play it by ear as things happen.
We need to find time to play Dungeon of the Endless. And
We do,
more Van
and we
Helsing.
need to finish Van Helsing.
Yeah.
We also need to find a game we can all play as a playonultra squad. We need that.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Which is
Castle
something I want to
Crasher.
play.
I mean, yeah, but Fo doesn't want to play it.
I didn't. What?
You say you didn't want to own it. You didn't want to.
I don't want to own it. Sorry, yeah, I don't want to
So
own it.
how are we going to play it then?
I can be the guy with the PDF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
I don't have to be the diffuser.
That's a good point. Yeah, we can do that then. Fuck it, let's do it. I will be waiting for the next 3 months for the next episode of Dream 4 Chapters, which is good.
Building a
'Cause
time machine.
Fuck those guys.
Are you still
'cause-
trying to rank up in CSGO?
Yeah. I played a game yesterday with a few friends who are like gold novas, so really low. That didn't go well. That went pretty poorly.
Is CSGO twitchy or strategic more?
Both. That's what makes it so special.
Mm.
If you're an AWP,
I only played a bunch. I played a ton of Counter-Strike 1.6 when it was new.
it's basically the same. See, if you're an AWPer like me, because I'm an AWPer, it's basically Twitch. That's how you get all the kills is Twitch shooting. But it's full of strategy because it's 5v5. It has to be.
So
But,
what's the map that everybody still plays? DDoS or?
It's not even that anymore, especially in pro play. You never really see Dust anymore. It is the most popular map still on CSGO, though, in terms of who plays it. But in terms of professionally, recently, like the train's pretty big.
Back then, I
Cobblestone.
used to play Assault. I think that's like a
I
warehouse.
played Assault and Office.
Yeah.
Office and Assault.
My favorite was Assault. That was really fun.
I played CS Source a lot, and I loved Office.
I love it when it's because I like multiplayer games that are asymmetrical. So because Assault felt a bit asymmetrical because one team started in the warehouse and the other team has to assault the warehouse.
I just think CS:GO has much more to provide in an esports sense than pretty much every other esport out there, in my opinion, because it's so different. Like it's an FPS, but you've got terrorists and counter-terrorists. You know, you've got distinct jobs, and then you've got the money system, and you've got different positions that people play. It's just really
There's
it's-
positions now.
Yeah. Cool. If it's 5v5, you have an AWPer, a support player, a lurker, an in-game leader, a rifler.
So what guns you buy depends on what role you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, I as soon as I can get an AWP, I get an AWP.
So a support will probably be holding a flashbang or something, I'm guessing.
No, they'll still get a lot of money, so they'll probably still use rifles and stuff, but they're there to set up like invasions and stuff and defenses. So they'll be carrying more flashbangs than other people when they can buy Molotovs.
Will there be a guy that's using like the sniper rifle?
No. It doesn't really matter what gun they're using particularly. It's just there to set up the bomb site for invasions and defenses, which is pretty good.
Oh.
But it's more in depth than people think of it, because people think, oh, it's CS:GO. It's
It's just a run and gun.
Yeah, but it's got so much to offer, and that's why it's gradually becoming one of the biggest esports on the planet.
Do you think so? On paper, multiple game types seems like a really good idea, but do you ever think it's harmful to the game because it fractures the community? Like people choose to only play certain game types. So,
what do you mean, like MOBAs and FPS and?
No. Like, let's say you have a FPS, and there's like CTF, and there's like an assault, and there's just a King of the Hill, and there's different game types to play the same game. Do you think that can be bad for the online community because it can be harder? Like, I want to play this game type, but nobody wants to play this game type. Everyone's playing the other game types.
I mean, CS:GO doesn't really have that problem, but because it only has one game mode. It's the search and destroy. You have to plant the bomb, and one team has to defuse the bomb if the bomb's planted. That's the only game mode. But for games like Call of Duty, Battlefield,
don't they have those hostages one anymore?
Not professional, not.
But in the game, there's still.
In the game, they're still there, but competitively,
it's just the bomb diffuser.
It's just the bomb diffuser maps. But it's like for games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, I don't think that's such of a problem because of the amount of people that play the game.
Okay.
I think if an FPS came out that wasn't insanely popular, that had that many game maps, maybe there'd be a problem. But because of the amount of people that play Call of Duty, I don't think that'll ever become a problem, to be honest with you.
Makes sense.
But I suppose it could do. I think it's interesting. What I thought you meant initially is the amount of different genres are in esports at the minute. So you've got your MOBAs, then you've got your RTSs with StarCraft and stuff, and then you've got your FPSs. I like that there's something for everyone. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, so more CS:GO, more streaming because I've got everything set up with a coin system and stuff like that now. Me and Fo, I assume sometime this week we'll be playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Oh, episode 3 is out.
Yeah. It came out 2 days after we filmed our last one.
Telltale is really fast with the Minecraft one, huh?
Seems like it. Maybe it's
it was
pretty set up, I guess.
It was a good month or two after, because we didn't buy it when it first came out. We didn't. We started.
But there's a pretty small gap between 2 and 3. I remember 2 was like a couple of weeks ago.
I think it was a month.
It couldn't have been more than a month. Yeah.
I think it was a month. I think. Don't quote me on that. Episode 2 and episode 3. So episode 2 came out 3 days off of 1 month. So 28 days.
At least it's better than Kentucky Route Zero.
Fucking is. Oh, between episode 1 and episode 2, it was only 14 days.
Oh.
Fucking hell, that's fast, isn't it?
But I respect Kentucky Route Zero for being unique.
I do too, actually. So as much as I hated the game, at least it tried something. It failed epically, but at least it tried something.
It's kind of like the new content stuff. Like I think I said this story before on the podcast, but one of my favorite franchises of all time, the Heroes of Might and Magic franchise, when Heroes of Might and Magic 6 came out, it was very different. It's like, good job for doing something new, but I hate you. I haven't bought a game in the franchise since, so I think I'm part of the problem.
Never Dead is a good example. Have you ever heard of a game called Never Dead?
I don't know.
It was a game. It was a game full of great ideas that was executed so poorly. Basically, the idea was you were immortal and you could just have your limbs disembodied.
Oh,
but as long as you have your head, you could attach yourself to like different limbs and stuff and rebuild.
That is cool.
It's a published by Konami game for the consoles.
Stacking a little bit.
So there's like puzzles where you can detach your head and roll around tunnels.
How does that remind you of stacking?
because you kind of take over other bodies
Well,
to do
yeah,
different
okay.
things.
Well, you can end up being like
In a non-gory
disembodied.
way.
You
guess.
could end
Yeah,
up being you could end up being a disembodied head with 2 arms and 2 legs and no torso, and just roll around. But yeah, there's these puzzles where you could detach your head and roll around tunnels. They were really cool. But the game
this
is
is interesting.
What?
Never Dead sounds like a very, very Japanese game, but the people who made it were British.
It does sound Japanese.
It sounds very Japanese.
But yeah, it was a game that had a ton of cool ideas, but was executed very, very
Oh,
poorly.
it was made by the same people who made Sniper Elite.
Oh,
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
that's probably a foreshadowing sign that it probably wasn't going to be so good. But no, cool ideas. But I see what, yeah, I love it when innovation. It doesn't always have to work as well because it can inspire new things in later games.
Definitely. That's why I
yeah.
like game jams so much, because
Yeah.
people just try off the wall, whatever bizarre stuff.
That's why I hate games like Assassin's Creed, the newer
Yeah.
ones, because they just wallow in the past. They don't.
Well, and somebody so I was listening to another podcast, and this guy was saying innovation is killing the gaming industry. It's like, and the way he was saying it sounded like he was saying we'd be better off if there was no innovation. I don't know that that's what he was saying, but his point was when you have a game like Assassin's Creed coming out like clockwork, whenever they try to innovate something, they're on such a tight timeline that the innovated bit is just buggy and doesn't work and kind of ruins the game.
Don't release a game every year then.
Exactly.
It's really as simple as that.
Yep.
You know, take your time.
It's not innovation's fault.
Put some effort into. That's all we ask. Put some effort in.
What podcast were
know.
you listening to?
Actually, it was a live stream,
Oh.
a charity live stream. But those two guys who were talking had so much fun talking about that specific topic. They started a podcast called something Talking Pixel, I think.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's why I hate games like Assassin's Creed because they just never evolve. They just stay where they are because they're so afraid that if they try something new, it's going to fail. And it annoys me. By the way, Syndicate got shit reviews. It got such terrible reviews. Syndicate did. From most,
Assassin's Creed, you mean? Oh.
yeah. You watch all the video reviews on YouTube and stuff.
Ooh, there's a new simulation game. You can play as all the emergency services in the city, including the trash
Ooh.
man.
Oh, I played a new.
That's
I
not an
played this.
emergency service.
Yeah,
Get
city services.
Get
Okay,
this, guys. I bought a game on early access. I bought a game on early access yesterday.
Wow.
What?
I bought Pro Gamer Simulator,
Oh.
Pro Gamer Manager. So have you ever?
Is it the one Jesse Cox played?
Yeah,
Ah.
that's why I bought it because it looked like a lot of fun. And I also played.
Oh, you mean
game
the
dev?
reason you bought it is because a YouTuber
Jesse-
played it and you found it fun?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know.
I see.
how that works.
That's
Interesting. Yeah,
that's a fucking new
Novel.
concept.
I know, innit? But I also played Game Dev Tycoon.
Yeah.
I played that as well because
I think they have a second one coming out, I believe.
Well, it looked similar, so I was like, "Fuck it, let's buy it."
I played a game dev game, but it's on the mobile. It's made by those Japanese people. I can't remember the name. Not being racist, I just don't remember the name.
Yeah, beat me to it.
I knew you were gonna say something. Okay, so yeah, my week will be more Witcher 3 and Dragon Quest Heroes when I find the time. And hopefully some Dungeon of the Endless and Van Helsing with Foe if we have time.
I would like to do that.
I still need to finish recording Galaxy. It's getting way harder
I thought
now.
you finished it.
It's too difficult.
And I thought you put a part up on YouTube recently that's called like The End.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
season 3 end though.
Right.
You made a boo boo, didn't you? So
Me? Oh yes. Oh yeah. So, when I edit the footage we Nathan and I have recorded, it's usually a couple of sessions. So when I go into my video editor, I have like audio. They're not labeled very clearly, but basically I have like camera session 1, audio session 1, Nathan's audio session 1, gameplay capture audio session 1, all that stuff. And so I drag them into the bars and I fast forward and chop them up however I do it. Apparently, this is the only thing I can imagine that happened. When editing Kentucky Route Zero, I chopped up and finished it. It's like, okay, all done. And I didn't realize there was a whole nother session 3 I hadn't edited. So on the YouTube channel is only the first 2 sessions, and I deleted the content after I thought I uploaded all of it.
So the
Oh.
pseudo finale episode is only the end of Act 2. And
So
we
you
played Act
rendered
3.
it? Did you
No,
render
I
it?
don't think so. Basically, I went in. I rendered all the stuff I edited, but I never edited or rendered session 3's stuff because I never dragged it into the timeline.
Ah.
But it was all one
I'm
session.
assuming. I don't know what happened.
But it was all one session. We did Act 2 and Act 3 in
It was
all one sitting.
session.
In fact, we did the
Then-
entire game in one session. We did the entire game in one sitting.
Then I don't know what happened. But the fact of the matter is, the whole game's not uploaded or rendered, and I don't have the raw footage anymore. I only have
Because like
the
the video that's entitled Part 7 Pseudo Finale is only the
Yeah.
end of Act 2. And
Oh.
a couple of weeks ago, Fo was going on about how he'd edited out all that game.
I have memory of editing it and rendering it. But
So there's a
it
bit in
doesn't-
Act 3 where there's this. We basically did this in-game game that was completely pointless and never told so. And Fo the other week was like, "Oh, I've edited that out. Don't worry." He didn't. It turns out that isn't even uploaded on YouTube, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
It was funny seeing his face when I told him because I was like, "What's going on with that?" He was like, "What? What are you on about?" I was like, "Act 3 isn't up, pal. It's the end of Act 2. I thought you just had stuff to do and you didn't get around to doing it." I was like, "No, I fucking deleted it."
Sorry.
Not
You're not
this, I
missing
think.
out on
Yeah,
anything. mind-blowing.
Really not. Act 3 was the worst by far. So
Oh, yeah.
All you missed out was a random scene in a warehouse with skeleton people. I don't know.
John, you need to play a game called The Deed.
the deed.
It's pretty good.
Why have
And it's
I've
fucking
heard that
cheap.
name before.
I think it's about
It
a
was on
dollar.
the podcast last week.
Yeah.
You mentioned it on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
In case that's where you might.
It
have heard
looks almost like a RPG Maker-ish kind of game, but it's actually
Oh.
about making decisions on how to kill your sister. So each playthrough is about 15 minutes.
Had to kill your sister.
That does not sound like my cup of tea.
So you have to kill your sister and then frame somebody for it. It's actually pretty good.
That sounds
$1.
psychopathic.
Yeah, it is because you're trying to
Sounds a
get
little-
you try to kill your sister because you want your name back on the will. That's why it's called The Deed. Like a house deed as well as the deed of killing your sister.
Right.
Ooh, play on words. Ooh, wordy. So yeah. So Foehamner, you do things on the internet with your chocolatey voice. Where can people find your chocolatey voice?
Gonna give you diabetes. Yeah, mostly YouTube, youtube.com/c/Foehamner. But then associated with that, I have other things under the same name, like on Twitter, Facebook, Steam group, where I curate the games I like, etc. I need to write more reviews. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, find me mostly YouTube. That's where all the best and brightest go. The breast and brightest too.
And Mr. Nathan, you stream stuff.
I'm on Twitch where the actual breast and brightest go to watch live content, with real people. Fucking.
I'm thinking of starting a stream, but I just don't know when to do it. I don't know that I can commit to consistent.
Well, you can try it for a bit and then see if Foe's frozen or gone.
Yeah. He's frozen again.
Well, anyway, you can
Yeah.
catch me, Coddy12. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Coddy12, CODDR12 on pretty much everything. Twitter, Twitch. That's the one. Come in, get some coins. New coin system. Can play some games with me, or I'll be doing giveaways now. Maybe now I've set up a Game Wisp, I can get some subscriptions. Come in, help me out. That'd be much appreciated. Yeah, thank you.
And I'm Pupunoob. I'm PUPUNOOB on YouTube.com, Twitter, Facebook. You can check me out at youtube.com/U, C, Y, A, V, YAQ. Yeah, just search for Pupunoob and you'll find me. You've been listening to the playonultra podcast. This has been episode 28. Send us questions, fan mail, I guess.
Most of it for me, obviously. Let's face it, guys. Fucking
On
back off.
I get
playonultra.
fan art.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go nuts.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be a good milestone.
Yeah, youtube.com/playonultra
Oh, it best not. It
podcast.
best not be like Nathan X Foe. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, don't ship us. Oh God. Oh yeah, that's a different kind of mail.
But if people make fan out of us, it just means we made it pretty much.
I will use it on my channel somehow.
If you send it to me, I will hang it up behind me for my stream. That's what I'll do.
Frame it nicely.
I'll have all my fan art here.
So yeah, thank you for listening to the playonultra podcast episode 28. See you next week. Bye bye.
Farewell.